They want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet. The mayor, not the trustees that don't do nothing, that only run their mouth. Y'all don't do no work, no work.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
I could not be here breathing and be comfortable if I was
every election. So now, because they can't beat me, they got to do this smear campaign to convince public opinion that I'm bad for them.
So you said 2 elections. You were first elected in 2021?
No, 2013 was my first election for trustee. I was a trustee. I sat where they are.
Right.
That's why I know the law.
Council.
Yes.
Elected mayor 2021.
Yes.
Term is 4 years?
Yes.
Okay. Plans of running for re-election?
I'm running for both my seats. And I'm going to win them.
So, and when is the election for Thornton Township?
2025.
So those elections at the same time?
They are.
Bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
You know we're going to start with the mess, right?
I could not be here breathing and be comfortable if I was really as bad as they was making it. You know, nobody could be around me. So for me to be this calm, I must have some kind of inner peace. And my inner peace is knowing that once everybody take the time to really see what type of person I am, you'd be surprised that I stuck around this long. I have to make the life that I do live as happy as I can and try to do the best with what I have. You know, live the best life I can live, be as happy as I can be. Nothing is perfect for anybody. I don't know.
Boys, I swear, I think I figured it out. You know why they don't want us redneck brothers and sisters and the hood brothers and sisters getting along? You know why? Because we'd be unstoppable. I'm telling you right now, we would shut shit down.
I'm over here playing. You already know what we'll do. We'll shut shit down. All right, bear with me, guys. My voice is still a little off, but I'm here for it, and I do apologize for being late because I got a lot to share. Actually, today I was planning to do a review on some of the cases that we've been keeping our eye on. So I was supposed to start a little bit earlier, but I couldn't get myself together, but I'm together now. Hit the like button. Thank you for being here with GRACLEVI. I don't have to deal with my raspy voice because I want to get back into the streaming spirit, okay? Okay, hit the like button. I hope you guys are doing well tonight. Thank you for being here. Trying to loosen up. Send me some love, y'all. I got a crick in my neck and everything, all right? I'm working hard. So what we're going to do is we're going to, since we have it about a half an hour or so, we're just going to touch two things I want to update you guys on. And then we're going to just look at one of the lawsuits that highlights Big Wood Barbecue. All right. So tonight I want to update you guys at the beginning of the meeting, and we're going to try to do it at the end of the meeting as well. And you know what we do? We're going to break it up. Just like our deep dive. We're going to do an update on Big Wood Barbecue. Okay, that is a short update. We're going to do a flashback on what happened with Big Wood Barbecue. And you're going to get another example why I don't deal with this guy right here. And I know he pretty much suspect because he has been named in numerous lawsuits next to the bird. Okay, so I believe, let me just make sure that this is the one that highlights Big Wood Barbecue versus Keith Freeman, Tiffany Henyard, and Village of Dolton. And this is not because of the trustees' behavior, but Keith Freeman, Tiffany Henyard, and another actor. So we're going to give y'all an update on that. Both the cases actually was updated today, right now. So I got the lucky. So we're going to do that one first. But before we do that, we already know that early voting started. So get into Thornton and Dolton. Do what you got to do, guys. You already know what you've been going through. I hope you guys have done your research. I do want to, before I talk about that, put this on the screen. And I'm waiting to see this. This is a big content creator. He get millions of views. This is Tommy. Okay, Tommy G. Okay. Tommy G has interviewed Tiffany Henyard, the bird. And I want to see how this go because he has a special talent. I'm going to be honest. And Tiffany may have divulged things to him, been comfortable with him, but he knows how to spin his narrative and get a certain point across. I have a video that I have, a little bit dismayed with that he has made highlighting Hebrews are a hate group. But, when you listen to it and you put the facts with the evidence, you'd be like, look at him. So I did do a review on that. And that's why I said I feel a little dismay, but I have to be real. Y'all know how I am. Real is real, and we're going to keep it real. So I want to see how this interview go, because it seems like the bird was very comfortable with him. And because he has a tendency to do that. And I don't think he's a bad person. By me saying that, it's just because, I'm a Hebrew and that type of stuff. And, they be all weird and misrepresenting themselves. And they allow this man to, basically exploit them on his channel. And I think that's what he's going to do to Tiffany. So we're going to keep our eye out on Tommy G, because I will be watching that. And it looked like she had fun with him. She looked like she had fun with Tommy G. Let me see. It was another picture where they had, Tommy G with Thicker Than a Snicker in the back. It says Keith Price just sitting in the van doing nothing while Henyard is acting a fool, dancing around for a video. I told you, he got her comfortable. That's why I want to see this, because she probably was talking and saying things, thinking that this guy was on her side, and he gonna expose her. I bet you. Taxpayers' money being burnt on filling up this gas tank because he ain't using your own money, and it's cold as hell out there. So we're gonna keep our eye on Tommy G page. Shout out to everyone in the background that keep me up to date. And now we're gonna get to one of my, I have to say it, favorite officials who's running for supervisor. Now y'all know from the beginning, I've been saying, give this man a chance. Listen to this man. I know he young. I know he don't got experience, but his heart's in the right place. His heart's been in the right place. We went over his website. I'll cut that up and show it again, or I'll put it in the community page. Well-rounded, had ideas. Like I said, I really can envision him being out there with the residents, as Tiffany talked about, she's outside, but I can see him doing it from a genuine perspective. So we're going to listen to this article, because I'm not the only one that got love for Nate Feds. Okay. Shout out to him. I hope people got their early votes in, just because, we need some good things to happen for Thornton and Dolton. So let's play this. Shout out to this is the Chicago Journal, Frank Zuccarelli's son. Now, I'm going to just take that and run. His son, Nate Fells, beats Nepo in Chicagoland Journal Facebook poll by 20%. So let's listen to this.
Frank Zuccarelli's son Nate Field beats Napo in Chicagoland Journal's Facebook poll, Dolton, Illinois. The Chicagoland Journal conducted a Facebook poll this past week on the heated Thornton Township race for supervisor. The Thornton Township political scene is one of the hottest in the world and is literally ground zero of local politics in America. Frank Zuccarelli is a legend in American politics, building Thornton Township into the strongest Democratic township in the country. His son, Nate Fields, is now looking to keep his legacy going as an independent candidate for Thornton Township supervisor in the April 2025 consolidated election. Senator Napoleon Harris is running for Thornton Township supervisor as well, and is also the Thornton Township Democratic committeeman. Senator Napoleon Harris is ostensibly looking to make sense of the political chaos that has occurred in Thornton Township after the legendary Frank Zuccarelli's untimely death. Frank Zuccarelli's son. With Nate Fields, the son of a legend, and Senator Napoleon Harris duking it out, Jeffrey Coleman and his Republican slate is not to be forgotten.
Wait.
The Thornton Township Republican Organization.
Wait, they making this sound epic. Let's listen to this. I'm like, oh.
Led by Tim DeYoung and Jeff Coleman, has also wielded a slate of candidates as well. The methodology. The Facebook poll's methodology is meant to be a temperature gauge, as participation in the poll is open to many who aren't registered or eligible voters in Thornton Township. The poll was conducted in the Chicagoland Journal's Dolton Politics Group. The group of 8.2 thousand people has an average online active rate of 1.2 thousand people. People who are members of the group do not have their identities verified by the Chicagoland Journal.
They highlighting the truth. But shout out to Dolton Politics. They're making sure everybody know that the poll was taken for people who may not have been registered voters, but this is the most active group that keep their eye on the situation in Dolton and Thornton, as you know. Shout out to them.
The Dolton Politics Group is extremely active and has provided a lot of member-generated information, data, and investigations. This has made many voters and supporters of the village of Dolton and Thornton Township unusually informed when compared to other local elections.
Yep.
Over a 2-day period, 96 participants participated in the poll. The poll was seen by 664 group members out of 8.2 thousand total members. Nate Fields leads NAPO by a long shot. Frank Zuccarelli's son Nate Fields far outpaced Senator Napoleon Harris by a margin of 20 points.
Wait, as he should. I just have to throw that in there.
The Republicans came in third at 6%. The totals were: Nate Fields, 57%, 54 votes. NAPO, 37%, 36 votes. Republicans, 6%, 6 votes. As the race heats up, stay tuned to the Chicagoland Journal. Frank Zuccarelli's son Nate Fields beats NAPO in Chicagoland Journal.
All right, now, as you heard, because I do pay attention to details, this was a pretty small poll, but I appreciated this as well. This warmed my heart because it showed me where people's mind and heart is at. Not only heart, but their mind, because y'all have to take in consideration when he went against Dumb and Dumber, let's put Dumb and Dumber, Dumb and Dumber, the judge actually gave Nate respect and kudos for his knowledge and his filings. Nate didn't even talk a lot. So he let his filings do the talking for him. And I just have to say, he's a very intelligent young man. Having conversations with him, you know, talking about certain things, I will say, as I mentioned, y'all going to get a well-rounded cookie, young and impressionable and respectful to the seniors. Okay. Am I selling Nate to you? Am I selling? Shout out to Nate. What I will say, and I got to be a little messy, maybe y'all going to have to correct me. Where is this guy? I'm going to have to say it. Where you at? Where you at? Who you with? Did you come out yet? Did you come out with a statement? This is actually my second time saying this. I said this a couple of months ago. Like, I hope he comes out with a statement. When, you know, when all of that caucus thing happened, we were waiting. Well, nobody else but I was. And I think people stopped holding their breath. He had plenty of occasions to show up. Especially, I think it's very important for him to show up for the Thornton meetings, especially if he's running for supervisor. He definitely needs to know what's going on, hands-on, not by way of video. Because if he becomes supervisor, he needs to be there. But I'm going to just take a whole glass of shut the hell up, because y'all know how I do. Y'all know how I do. Hold up. I want to give a shout out to the audience. And then I got a surprise for you guys, because I don't know if you guys going to be able to last to the end. But I got something I want to show y'all. Y'all going to let me know if y'all like it or not. Shout out to Joe. Shout out to Christopher. I missed you. Where you been? I have keep my eye on you. Blessings. How are you? Interest, Miss Interest. How are you? My Facebook followers is starting. Y'all starting to get notifications and things. Shout out to you guys. Don't feel neglected. I don't be on Facebook a lot, but I check in. I check in and I hit you guys up. So thank you so much. Thank you, Smith. Yes, it's a meeting tonight. I just came a little earlier because I had some unpacking to do. I haven't been up to date on the things that I needed to do, Mr. Smith. So we here a little early. I think we're going to be here a little late, too. If you're interested in some of the case updates involving the bird, shout out to you, Bob. Hey, you. What's up? I can't even do my Martin thing because I got to save my voice because I'm going to be reading a lot. Thank you so much. God be the glory. You know what I'm going to do. You know, I'm going to always give it to God. Thank you. All right, let me get my big head off the screen. And what I'm going to do is this is my surprise for you guys. So y'all have been getting a lot of wins from, the things that y'all have been doing in Thornton and Dolton, being very persistent. Now is your time to vote. It is your time to stay focused. So every time y'all guys get a win, we're going to play this. We're going to play this video for you. Hold on one second. I got to make sure I give my proper shout out. This shout out is going to be to Austin Walker. Austin Walker is a comic out here in Atlanta, and I went to his show, and he funny as all hell. And y'all know I like Kendrick Lamar. So if I get a copyright, I'm going to take this off. But this is going to be for you guys. Every time we kick Tiffany ass, we're going to celebrate like this, okay?
Hey, everybody clap your hands. They not like us. I took a pocket to hey. They not like us. I took a pocket to pay. Take it for hey. You a rapper, young whippersnapper. You ain't been through nothing. Have you ever had to leave the studio cause you should have got low? I got gout in my pinky toe. Hey, did you hear what I said? I took a pocket to pocket. I got gout in my pinky toe. You a rapper, young whippersnapper. You can't beat me. I got.
All right. So every time we get a win, y'all, this is for my. We kept talking about the seniors. We got something straight for you. They ain't like y'all. These young whippersnappers ain't like y'all because y'all out there making changes. Y'all been out there standing strong and y'all been behaving. I haven't seen any of y'all going off, so I had to put that out there and say,
hey, everybody clap your hands. They not like us. I took a pocket to hey. They not like us. I took a pocket to pay. Take it for hey.
Hit the like button if you like it. You already know I'm going to always find something good and funny for you guys. If you like it, I'm going to play it again on our next live, okay? Let's get it because they not like us. Chicka baka, chicka baka, chicka pika bag. Old head shit, some old head shit. All right, shout out to one of my favorite comics out here in Atlanta, Austin Walker. He's funny as all hell, okay? They had us crammed in this little ass comedy show. I was a little tight and bougie, but he had me laughing. I couldn't even be mad. That we were so tight in that place. I gotta talk shit, but he was funny as hell, and the whole lineup was amazing. So shout out to him. Now, before we got 20 minutes before the meeting start, and I'm keeping my eye on. Hold on one second. Critical Smoker. He stated he's gonna be there, so we definitely keep our eye on his page, a few other people's pages as well. You know what we do. Shout out to everyone who let GRACLEVI use your content. I always put your information down there, tell people to go down there, even if you want to watch the live there and come back, you're welcome to do that. Now, what we're gonna go over, just a short recap of Big Woody's Barbecue LLC versus Keith Freeman and Tiffany Henyard. But Keith Freeman named there first. I gotta talk shit. They not like us. Let me stop. All right, now this is just a flashback on Big Woods, and then I'm gonna give you an update of where they're at because they actually had an update that took place today, years old, 2/11/225. And then the other case, I'm gonna give you an update on. Took place on 2/11. We're 2/11/25. I do apologize. They like 2/25, 2/11/25. So just to give you a quick flashback, this is Big Woods Barbecue LLC, Dwayne Woods versus Keith Freeman, Tiffany Henyard, Village of Dolton. Village of Dolton and trustees, they like no relation. No relation. All right, so the factual allegations here. Basically, at all times, let's talk about Big Woods Barbecue was the rightful tenant of the property. They talked about it was on Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, Martin Luther King Drive in Dolton. And I think I showed you that. I'm going to put that video in the end when we upload it so you can see the full read, because at that time I went to the location on the map and we saw how big the parking area was. And I think this was the one that was kind of directly across the street from Dolton Village Hall, if I'm not mistaken. All right. So in addition, this is what happened to him. Though he had a business license, Tiffany Henyard in the village harassed the plaintiff by putting up no parking signs on Martin Drive, Chicago Drive, though it was a state highway. So they were putting up no stopping sign on parking to impede people from coming to his location. In addition, the village was ticketing patrons and Woods in the effort to harass and interfere with his business. Tiffany Dwayne Woods met Keith Freeman in mid 2023 regarding plans to continue his business, of which his business license was lingering. So you know how Tiffany do. We heard what she was doing with St. Patrick's, and even after contempt, she allegedly tried to find a way not to sign it for whatever reason. But you already heard in the last meeting that they addressed that. So do keep in mind that they addressed these lawsuits. And when we talk about the other lawsuit, they're going to mention something about that or this one, if I'm not mistaken. So in and about April 2023, defendant Keith Freeman and Dwayne Woods will get his business license shortly. So Keith Freeman told him directly that he will be getting his business license. In early 2023, the plaintiff was shut down by Tiffany, refusing to approve the license. So shortly after that, the same MO. Inspections was held by Kim Austin. So I'm going to have to write that name down because it's standing out. Just like I was like, who is Janice Johnson? Today's going to be the day that I say, who is Kim Austin? Because Kim Austin may be involved in more than one lawsuit because it sounds familiar to me. Now I'm saying it because her name sounds familiar. Yeah, she's probably one of the people that definitely have to go because we know what's going on in Dolton allegedly. People are still trying to obstruct, allegedly, according to what I believe, after the Lori Lightfoot almost findings. Not her fault. Moving forward, plaintiff again sought to obtain his business license in November 2023 for the Limited Liability Corporation. He had been operating and was told his license was coming shortly. In February 2024, plaintiff received his license for 2023. And this is where they caught him slipping because in 2024, February, 1 month after the new year started, and I mentioned this before, if they gave him 2023, what did they have to do with 24? He was still active. But I thought he may have thought that was like, okay, everything is good. I'm going to be all right. They're working on it. They don't take that long to get business license. You print the paper and you put it in the system. How about that? You do your paperwork right. I do my paperwork right. We put it in, pay their fees, and keep things up to date. The plaintiff bought inventory and proceeded to continue to operate his business with that license. So then Dwayne Woods and Big Wood Kitchen were previously informed that Tiffany Henyard that he was on the wrong team again. Supporting individuals who did not recall who did the recall against her. So you remember that? And if I'm remembering properly, somebody mentioned that they had catered for the trustees or something like that, or cheese with the trustees, something to that nature, which made this type of stuff happen. In March 2024, Williams Moore, he was officially fired. I had to say that in the fired voice. Officially fired. Village of Dolton informed Dwayne Woods that his business license was being revoked. That's her pocketbook man, remember? I don't got a picture of him right now, but y'all know who I'm talking about. The plaintiff was informed that he cannot have his license. So he had the 2023. They told him that he couldn't get 2024. The plaintiff had done everything the Village of Dolton requested. The village failed to give the plaintiff proper notice of the revocation of his license. The defendant failed to prosecute the plaintiff for the violation. So you know what he was supposed to do? They were supposed to tell him what he violated, allow him to respond. If they would have revoked it, he could have had a hearing. Again, he probably would have been faced with Delgado and his friend like they did before. I think they did that with Pablo's and revoked his license anyway. But you know what I'm saying. At least this due process part wouldn't have been added on it, but it's added on it because that didn't happen. So the decision denied plaintiff his business license, resulting in resulting in the result of his political alliance. I do apologize. There was no justification bias to revoke his license. The Fourth Amendment was violated. I'm kind of trying to move through this so we could get to the update because I know the meeting is going to be started. The action of the defendant constitutes the violence plaintiff of the due process. So remember, I told you he's supposed to have the due process. Also, he also has the right to have his own political feelings and not be sought against, especially with his business. So tortious interference, and that's what we're talking about, count 2 right there. Malign policy, this is one of the things that is just basic, where they're just connecting the parties to the institution or the government facility. That facility is the Village of Dolton. So you're going to see, and I think is in this claim where they kind of say it's monotonous to do that because they already charge each party. But we're going to listen to their response because in this particular one, they have a status update and then they have another thing. Let's get to it. Okay. So his license was denied and ignored or revoked because they did not financially benefit Tiffany Henyard individually and or spoke out in support of her adversaries' trustees. So we remember that. Now, what they did here was amazing because in this one, they cited the other cases, and these are some of the cases that we went over. So, Pablo's Cafe, and that's what we're going to actually do the update for tonight. Lacey's Place, LLC. I got to look to see where we're at with that. Redeemed Church. I'm going to look up to see where we're at with that because we read that. George Towing Inc. We read that one. We're going to get into that. Ruckus Holden, I know that's settled. That's been settled a while ago. Ensom is still in court right now. Yeah, these are all the ones that have to do with businesses. And that's just freaking ridiculous. What I'm going to do is take a quick screenshot, y'all, because I want to make sure that I update you guys on these cases, all of them, because I read all of these already. We're just giving y'all updates of what's going on. So this next count was in defamation. So it says the plaintiff alleges everything that they have alleged earlier, and it's Tiffany Henyard is or was an employee of the Village of Dolton, acting within the scope of the employment and committed to misconduct described therein. Keith Freeman or and was employed, again, disconnecting them to the facility and their employment commitments, okay, and not doing what they're supposed to do. Breach of contract. Now, I would assume this has to do with the verbal contract that they gave them, and also the intended contract would, in my opinion, be his application, and them not denying it and doing a formal denial through way of a hearing. That is a formal contract. I would assume that the judge will look at that, when it comes to those type of hearings. You see what I'm saying? If they denied it, then that is saying that established of the first part of the contract, him trying to apply for the license is not adequate, and that is their response to the contract. So this is why I say breach of contract, because I don't think they had a direct contract with Keith Freeman and Tiffany Henyard per se. That has to do with the application. That's why I just broke that down when they say breach of contract. All right. So it says the plaintiff hereby realleges everything that we talked about for several months, and the plaintiff was supplied catering food for tea for trustees. Yes, my memory served me right. The village refused to pay through several trustees, acknowledged the debt in several village meetings. So these are one of the vendors that didn't get paid. The village acknowledged the debt. The plaintiff kept trying to get paid. On July 18, 2024, plaintiff was given a check dated August 7th. So they gave a check that was dated for a couple of days, 2 weeks after. And the check was dated I'm sorry. I did the same thing I did before. They gave him a check from 2023. Let me correct that. On July 18th, 2024, the plaintiff, this is the village of Dolton, gave them a check from August 7th, 2023. So the check was dated a year early, which caused the check to be expired. Those are probably some of the checks that was sitting on the desk, and somebody with a slick ass, I'm gonna just say that, just had the FU face, was like, just give them this to shut them up for a second. Her, this broad, she had to do it. I'm just blaming her. That's fucked up. Okay, so this is what happened. So this was his demand. He's asking for $8,910 plus prejudgment interest, attorney fees. Plaintiff entitled to attorney fees, anything that in the summary. I'm just trying to sum it up so we can move on to the next thing because the meeting should be starting soon. Now let's just get to the update. So we got a background on what it was, all the things that they did. Keith Freeman was involved, and we're going to be looking now for Kim Austin. She's officially fired, y'all. I fired her. But this is the update. Y'all know Delgado. Now, Delgado was on a certain cases. I think Delgado just on the cases he could get paid for or whatever. These ones that have to do with businesses and things, it seems like he pulled himself the hell out of them. All right, so this person is not Delgado. This is the Lynn Weber and Daffodil. Remember I read that before? I was messing up their name. That attorney's office, that Michael Shalaika. Okay, we went over this. Remember, I was like, who was their mystery lawyers? On my thumbnail was a mystery lawyer there. We're gonna put that there. We talked about them. That's the ones that showed up. And you know who this is? These are the people that was just lying. I'm just putting it together. The ones who said that it was a knife at the fight, that's the lawyers. There they go. These are the lawyers that's defending her. So right now, this is Thomas Lynn Weber and Michael Chicago. This is their motion to withdraw as counsel. So Delgado already withdrew. They're withdrawing from this. I don't know what's going on, and we're about to see a bunch of them withdrew, or this could be a strategy to keep these cases prolonged. Let's keep this in mind. As long as you have a counsel backing up or backing out in particular hearings, the judge usually give them a little bit more time to reevaluate the case, get to know what's going on, because it's new counsel and things like that, and everybody has to be made aware, and it just prolongs the case. So I think that's what's actually happening, because I'm starting to see a pattern here. But again, that's a strategy that people can use that are guilty, that feel like they're guilty, but that costs a lot of money. And the lawyers are the ones that reap the benefit of that. And guess who's paying these lawyers? So on December 11, 2024, Thomas Lynn Weber and Michael Shakila filed their appearance on behalf of Keith Freeman. It says defendant Freeman will continue to represent by the attorney Shane Barwell and Riley Olson, who have entered in this case. So these two moved out, and Olson is still Riley Brooke Alston. We're going to figure out who. They just switching lawyers like this. And they all know each other. So this lawyer has backed out. Okay. And what they have done, and just the last filing was actually today, 2/11/2025, the judge has accepted this filing. So we're just going to read that, and then we're going to start looking for what's going on. Do we have anyone live right now? Because they should be starting to be live for the Thornton meeting. And you know, my favorite resident, you know what to do, because I'll be sometimes not finding them. So let me just read this real quick. The hell is this? Why is it William Moore named in this now? All right, somebody messed up the filing. Is William Moore and Keith Freeman named in the same thing? Y'all see that? The names changed. I ain't tripping. I'm on tab. What the hell? They just do anything. Look at that. So William Moore is named in this. Let's just flash back to the other document I just showed you because it's the same case number. And this will get people so confused if you don't pay attention to case numbers. Because here it says Big Woods Barbecue LLC and Dwayne Woods, plaintiff versus Keith Freeman and Tiffany Henyard. And this is in regards to the same case number, 11776. And then I'm just showing y'all it's the same thing. When y'all look through these documents, don't get yourself confused. Find a baseline, which is the docket number, and you'll be able to keep track because it be so many human errors, and it's ridiculous because they want us to be perfect. You want us to be perfect, but you're not. So here we go. This is the same one. So I would assume it's Keith Freeman and William Moore named in this because he was named in the proceedings as I was talking because he the one that said, you can't get your license. It's revoked. Your ass revoked. Over there, yeah, permanent volunteer. So Thomas, this was the motion to withdraw counsel. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. Let me show you this one. This is the last one. I apologize. I just wanted to go through that because I had to double check. Was I okay? What did I see it right? Is this it? All right. So they accepted it as of today, 2/11/2025. Notification of docket entry. Okay. So this is the update with Big Woody's Barbecue. Entry before the Honorable Judge Leslie Jenkins. The status hearing was held. The motion to withdraw the counsel is granted. Attorney Thomas Lynn Weber and Michael Keller are terminated as counsel for the defendant Freeman for the reasons stated in the open court. So we don't have the transcript, so we don't know the reasons because it's not on here. Plaintiff oral motion is extending time for service on remaining to defendant. So you see they need extended time again, as I just mentioned. Service shall completed by April 11th. This is still going to be going. So whoever's coming into this administration in Dolton is going to be receiving a lot of these lawsuits, and they still going to be clearing these out for good cause and show the defendant village oral motion to extend the time and file responsibly pleaded is granted. By February 18, 2025, the party shall confer regarding service. So they got a service by the 18th again. Reservice. You see how I'm saying it again? This is a flaw to make these cases extend, in my opinion. By March 17, 2025, the party shall submit the proposed briefing schedule on the forthcoming motion to dismiss. Initial writing discovery request may be issued by April 21st. Any amendment to the pleading may be by December 19th, 2025. Any amendment to the pleading must be made by December 19th, 2025. I am sorry, Big Wood. You're going to be going through this for a long time. Did they say December 2025? Hell to the yes, yes. Yes. This is disgusting. And guess who has to pay for it? The backs of the residents. The backs of the residents. They do. Because Tiffany may be out, but guess what? These lawyers still going to have to be paid. They are still going to have to be paid. All right. So that's the one update. Now I am right now doing my search on who is live so we can attend this daggone Dolton meeting. Let's go, Miss Alicia Nichole. Shout out. You are our contender for the day, baby. So we're going to have to tune into Miss Alicia. I got my eye on her. She is on right now. Shout out to all you guys for being here. I am tuning on to her Facebook page. So it did not start yet. Let's get it playing. And I'm going to put her information at the bottom of the page for you guys, okay? So while that's going, I'm going to look at y'all comments, turn down the value. I want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for this is the meeting. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for being interested in the content. I did a poll the other day, and you guys told me what you guys was interested in, and I was not surprised because I have been paying attention to my algorithm. You guys not really into the mess. I was like, what about news, trending news? I got zero. They like, I don't want to hear that shit. So you guys want to hear more about crazy cases, how to defend yourself, as well as politics and what did I say? And understanding the legal system or understanding the political system. So we're going to be continue to go down that route. You see what we're doing right now, going through these cases. As we talk about it, you start to get a better understanding of the constitutional basis to it, how it's applied in basic terms to the litigation, how they're supposed to write it. Because when we listen to the Pablo's case, when we go over it, it's going to be a little bit more timely. Basically, they're trying to file a motion to dismiss, but they're not trying to file a motion to dismiss all of the counts, but at least two of them. And one of the counts they're trying to dismiss was something that was repetitive, that I even said, well, that's kind of repetitive, but the lawyer is trying to just eliminate as much as possible because each count that they are guilty for, I would assume some type of money or monetary requirement is obligated to it. So it is the lawyer's job to knock down as many non-factual counts or repetitive counts as possible. So that's what we're going to be doing after this meeting, which is the Pablo's case. So it's going to be a little bit longer than this. Okay. And I do have one more case, but I can't do them all today. I was like, I got backed up, but we're going to keep it focused here. So shout out to Miss Alicia Nichole. And I like to say her name like that. It's like, it's Alicia. I said Alicia because it sounds beautiful. The way I say it, because I said it. Miss Nichole, thank you for letting us use your live. I'm gonna put her information at the bottom. It didn't start yet. Okay. What was I about to show you guys? They not like good. Chicka pocket, bag. Y'all like that? Tell me what y'all feel about that. Let me get to the comments. Oh my God. Just in case. Well, you better be out there behaving. I saw 1,000 comments with your face on it. What you doing? Hope you behaving out there while we watch what's going on. Thank you so much, Christopher. I don't know, but I do feel my spider senses by Napoleon is a smoke screen. Just get Tiffany out of there out of the way. Exactly. He has to make more connection with the people. He haven't even come out. We need somebody who's going to love on the residents, and we need to realize that the position they're taking is not actually like a mayor position. It is like a position as a supervisor over services. And it's not to downgrade that. That's a very important. They're over 17 municipalities, but these services have to move smoothly. They have to abide by the funding rules, and it shouldn't cause this much mayhem. And they do have a lot of great programs, honestly. Grace, you are absolutely radiant. Oh, thank you. I thought you was up there acting up. I was like, wait a minute. I appreciate you. That's the Holy Spirit, just to let you know. Shout out to my favorite resident. She already know. I appreciate you guys. That's the Holy Spirit. It ain't me. Grace, you are absolutely radiant. Hello from South California. Knows how to party. California. Let me stop. Knows how to party. In the city. Hold up. Y'all know I love Tupac. Just say Grace. I see Nate too. I think Nate gonna win. All right, we see them rolling in right now. We see one of my other my favorite. I'm at the call of boxing trustee. Let me stop. Excuse me. I gotta wait. I still got a little cold in my chest. Y'all know I'm gonna have to call her. She got Tiffany by the balls, Miss Wiedemann. Come on down. So she's in there already. Y'all already know. Keith Price owes $37,000 to the state of Illinois. Is that in back taxes? I haven't been caught up in, look, my neck all stiff. I haven't been caught up in Dolton politics. But yeah, send me that resource. You already know. I like to see it. I want to check it out. Did he file bankruptcy? Did it file bankruptcy at calf of? We have another content creator here. I don't see him. If they here, shout out to you. Oh, at calf. Okay. Shout out to them. I'm like, we have another content creator. All right. Christopher Oliver sees Nate as supervisor with the same state as Napoleon suddenly dropped back, but helping him by his transition. What you trying to say? Christopher Oliver sees Nate as supervisor. Same slate as Napoleon suddenly dropping back, but helping him transition. I hope that happened. I hope he do, because I don't think that Napoleon has the heart for that position. He don't need it. He don't want it, really. I agree with you. It's to get Tiffany out of there. All right. Kim is the one Bachelor was talking about when her name was on the warrant list. Who is that? The Kim is the one Belcher was talking about. Who's Kim? Was the one Kim Austin was the one Belcher was talking. Y'all see me have to get it together. I had to look back at my paper like Kim. Who's Kim? Kim Austin, okay, is the one Belcher was talking about when her name was on the warrant list. Which warrant list? Because now I gotta, it'd be so many names. You know, I had to get to know people. I'm like, okay, who's these people? Now I'm hearing the name keep coming up in these lawsuits again. I want to bring them to the people's attention, because now you have another how could I say, election term coming up. And if these people are not weaning it out, they're going to be up in the background hindering shit, dog, like they did to the Lori Lightfoot report, allegedly. I'm going to ride that shit to the wheels fall off. Pay the $400 to order your damn house and then hinder her in your own damn house. Who did it? Who did it? I'm telling when I find out. Mm-hmm. She was department head of inspection. Yes, that was her position in the lawsuit as well. So thank you, because I should have took note of that. We'll look at her pay rate and everything. And I think it was a video I mentioned of her and Stubbs arguing if this was the same lady. Somebody has to verify that, where Stubbs was fixing something in her house and the lady was saying she didn't have a permit for it. Okay. She didn't have a permit for it at all. All right. They said y'all bring it to light with respect and dignity. Thank you. Isn't Austin on Henry ticket running for re-election? Hold on one second. Let me go look right now, because I didn't really download. They not like good. I didn't really download Henyard's thing. You know, like, you don't want to see her. It's enough. We see her. You know, I didn't know. We have Tiffany Henyard as mayor, clerk Tanika Hughes, trustee Jocelyn King, the one that can't talk, other trustee Vanessa Wesco, trustee Linda Terrell. If y'all want me to put that up there. Let me save the image. I was like, I'm not wasting my image on this shit. But I'll show y'all. This is who's running on Tiffany ticket, so you guys could be aware. They not like us. Why they late? Ooh, what the hell happening?
Press pass.
They about to bother her for a press pass? Yeah. Oh. Y'all know I'm on point. What the hell they doing? Oh, they trifling. Let me find out. I just. Oh, wow. Y'all saw that? I had to catch that real quick. Thank you, baby. Stand up for your rights. Tell them you ain't moving out. What the hell wrong with them? What? Now, we're not about to do that, y'all. Now, don't get secret at the last minute when we done pulled y'all asses through it. And don't be trying to kick out your own residents.
I actually have a press pass.
And then she got a press pass. We're not about to play. We're not about to play.
Press pass is just a pass to allow you to exercise the press. Your right to record. Right. They're not just going to single me out. I'm not going for it. And I think the officer knows that.
I'm quiet as hell.
They're trying to get me out of here bad.
What the? Oh, no, we about to go down there and protest for you, Nichole. We're not about to play with what they got going on.
They think that it's their rules and their rules only.
Oh, Jesus. Don't start with Grace. Okay?
I'm not messing with anyone else but me, so.
Wait. We're Critical Smoker is live, but I'm not trying to get off her live either. Y'all see my face? I don't like that. Gonzalez.
Talking about you want to see my press pass, you can see it right here. I'm not getting up and going anywhere.
Well, I have to get quiet on that.
Can you hear me? Well, Kristen, or can you? Nobody else is talking. I'm not about to talk because that's really going to give them a reason to want to put me out.
Yeah, good. Good job, girl. What the hell they got going on over there? Ooh, they already don't let people see tea with the trustees. Now, nobody said nothing about that. Yeah, I want to have some secrecy, I guess, but don't start this shit.
Thank you, William.
All right, what they got going on? Because I ain't about to be happy with them. I got the meeting agenda. I'm sorry, I got that face on because something weird just happened. And that's their resident. I don't like that. I don't like that shit. Fix your face, Grace. Fix your face. You over there getting upset.
Let me block Kyle.
Like us. All right, so today they supposed to be going over approval of bills, the general fund, general assistance fund, road fund. This is the bill. Old business, adopt a bridge and appropriation ordinance. I believe this was what we were looking at. Remember, y'all, I said I was like, yo, they may be having it, they taste of Thornton, and they may have that 100% tax refund. So it is on the agenda. And we said, remember, I said, let's do a sneak peek. So if y'all watch that sneak peek, we called it. I was like, wait, but they didn't put Taste of Thornton on this paper. And I saw a Taste of Thornton in the budget. Okay, so we got to look at that. This is what they're supposed to be looking at. So we looked at these budget appropriations. I said things didn't look too wild. I didn't get a chance to compare and contrast three different sections, which should be the beginning of Tiffany's tincture, the middle of Tiffany tincture, and this one. I wanted to see what would be the difference. So we will be getting into that. But they supposed to go resolution, proclamation, and ordinance. That sounds pretty. Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure she good. They didn't start the meeting yet at all. And then, all right, so also they're going to be going over, this is the new businesses. These are special services upcoming event. And it looks like they got appropriation for $5,000 per event, except for the last event that is Prom 2025 for $12,000. But what I don't see is Taste of Thornton. Now, y'all know I saw a Taste of Thornton in that budget. So we can look for it and show you guys. So maybe they pulled it out. But they also right here, like we said, they have the approved supervisor 100% tax refund. Tiffany gonna come there talking shit, talking about I told you bitches so. I told y'all motherfuckers. Excuse my language. That's what she gonna come say. And y'all gonna be like, we needed to know what it was about. That's the damn problem.
Think of a reason to put me out. I'm not giving them any reason. I have every right to be here, just like all the other press. Just like this guy who records and we never even see recordings. Look at him, he's over there, he's saying nothing.
Who's this lady? They got all types of people in here.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody.
They're weird.
Yes.
All right, next on the agenda, we have
Supervisor Gonzalez.
is there a motion to approve the minutes board meeting from January 28th,
Is this?
2025 at 6 p.m.
Please, guys, do me a favor. If y'all like other content creators, do me a favor. Go over there. Don't make announcements in my chat talking about, oh, I like Hannibal. Go over to Hannibal. What is wrong with y'all? I mean, please act like you're adults. Respect the platform, or I'm going to have to put you on permanent shutdown, period. Now, I'm going to need a moderator in here because people in my chat going crazy, being disrespectful, and it's not happening, period. Please. If y'all want to be with Grace, be with Grace. If y'all want to be with other people, be with other people. But you don't have to be a troll and come over here. Are the other people that jealous of me or they feel a way about my platform that y'all send them over here? If they're doing their thing and they got millions of views, why do you have to make an announcement when my platform is smaller? It shows me a lot. It really shows me that y'all are paying attention to me and these content creators. Please stop it. I have enough people blocked and I'm going to keep blocking you. Do you understand? I'm not here to play with y'all at all. Hit the like button if you like what I do. No disrespect to somebody else because they don't do what I do. They don't. And I don't do what they do. Hannibal is a reporter. I'm not a reporter. We here to break this down, critical thinking. We here to analyze stuff. Give the residents tools. I don't know what these people do. So knock it the fuck off. Okay? Because I take a lot of time to put my platform together, and it's not easy.
This item is general fund. Is there a motion?
Oh, disgusting.
Right, next we have general assistance fund.
Sorry.
Is there a motion?
Yes, I would like to make a motion to pay the general assistant funds bills minus 1 through 5, which are clicks in, and that's my motion.
I'll second.
Roll call for trustee Carlisle.
Yes.
Trustee Lee.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. All right, next on the agenda under approval of bills, we have the road and bridge fund. Is there a motion?
Second.
I appreciate you in the audience. Let's put this up.
Pro Tem Gonzalez.
Yes.
Motion passed.
All right, next item, we have old business. Let's see, the first one, we have to adopt 2024-25 budget and appropriation ordinance.
Thank you.
24-009 for Thornton Township General Assistance Fund.
I would like to make a motion to table. Second.
Roll call for trustee Lee.
Yes.
Trustee Carlisle.
Yes.
And Pro Tem Gonzalez.
Yes. All
Motion
right.
passed.
Next item, we have to adopt 2024-2025 budget and appropriation ordinance,
24-010 for Thornton Township General Fund.
I would like to make a motion to table the general fund budget.
Second.
Roll call for trustee Wiedemann,
Yes.
trustee Carlisle,
Yes.
and pro tem Gonzalez.
Yes.
Motion passed.
All right, next on the agenda, we have approval of supervisors 100% tax, property tax refund for all homeowners of Thornton Township.
I would like to make a motion to
Wait a minute. What you?
Any discussion? So there's a motion.
Second.
Okay.
deny.
Okay, roll call for trustee Wiedemann,
Yes.
trustee Carlisle,
Yes.
and pro tem Gonzalez.
Yes,
Motion passed.
right. Item 4 under old business, approval of bonuses for all Thornton Township employees.
I would like to make a motion to table.
Second.
Roll call for trustee Wiedemann,
Yes.
trustee Carlisle,
Yes.
and pro tem Gonzalez.
Yes.
Motion passed.
All right, next on the agenda, resolutions, proclamations, and ordinances.
100% tax refund.
All right, then next on the agenda is new business. Item 1, it's approval of special services upcoming events. Let's see, is there a motion?
I'll make a motion.
All right, second, for
Right.
discussion
Is there-
purposes
yep,
only.
Is there any discussion?
Yeah, I think that I would feel personally more comfortable if there was just some more discussion around the events and, the budgeting and, I'm still trying to get a grasp on just what's happening financially. I was communicating with the finance director. He's been very helpful. So for me, it's not that I don't want these events to be planned. I just think that I'm just not comfortable voting for them right now.
Upstairs. That's the one upstairs.
Okay. Like I said, I'm pretty much along the same lines. Especially, we've kind of seen some of this before. One's for Thursday. To me, it's kind of hard to get something together in a couple days. But also, but overall, yeah, I definitely think we just need some more information on two ends. Both on one side, just kind of knowing a little more with the budget, and then also just with the expenditures as well. Just making sure everything's in line and things of that nature. Right, is there? So the original motion was to not to approve, correct?
It was to approve.
I'm sorry. Oh, to approve. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Is there any more discussion? Okay.
Okay, roll call for trustee Wiedemann,
No.
trustee Carlisle,
No.
and pro tem Gonzalez.
No.
Motion failed.
All right. Item 2 under new business is Valentine's luncheon for seniors and employees in the amount of $5,000.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All right. Any discussion?
Yes. So I kind of just, so people are aware, I feel the same way about this one. I think that we're still working on a budget, and to continue to plan events and spend money from a budget that isn't approved just feels like we should just pause for a minute and get through one thing at a time. So, you know, it's not that I don't think the employees and the seniors don't deserve it, because they do. I just think that right now we have to prioritize what's important.
Yep.
Right. Any other discussion? Okay.
Roll call for trustee Wiedemann,
No.
trustee Carlisle,
No.
and pro tem Gonzalez.
No.
Motion failed.
Right. Next on the agenda, we have closed session. Do we have any
No parties.
items that we would need to go in closed session for? Okay. Right. Then we don't have any action. No supervisors reports. Public comment would be next. Did anybody sign up? Oh, I got some downstairs. Okay.
Yeah, are they coming up for public or are they staying?
No, that's just a camera.
Michael will meet you with the sheet.
Are they not doing a closed session? Put all these things on the agenda.
Okay, the first person that signed up is Jennifer Roberts. Jennifer Roberts, if you want to, she's coming up, right? If you can come up so we can hear your comments, Jennifer Roberts, please.
Yeah, yeah. Let's just resurface what we just read. We'll go. We doing public comments. This went by so fast. There's not even no public there. Where the people at? Mr. Roberts there. Let me see. Mr. Roberts better be there. Got something to say.
In between the chairs over here.
Good evening, everyone. Being that this is a Black History Month,
Miss Roberts,
as a Black woman and a mother of 3 grown children and a granddaughter, my heart was broken when I saw a young Black woman who carries the title of Super Mayor take her shoes off, push aside a table, run past an elderly man laying on the floor to go join her boyfriend Kamal Woods in a fight that he started along with DeMarcus Quigley, who was kicking another Black man in the head, jumping on tables, and breaking the monitor, not to mention the microphone Tiffany used as a weapon.
Yes, sir.
This is not hearsay, but we were here to witness this melee in real time.
Hold up, wrong picture.
While I understand that words may hurt, violence is never the answer. Instead of learning from her mistakes and being the example that young Black and brown people really need, she would rather show them that if you want something so badly, just to do what she do, which is fight, steal, and lie. And just maybe you won't get caught. This is not the example anyone needs in their life. Recently, Tiffany did an interview claiming that someone brought a knife and a gun. And if that's the case, It had to have been someone in her camp, since everyone that comes through the front door has to go through security. As a resident, I now feel more unsafe knowing that our supervisor is willing to allow such things like this to happen and not having adequate security, since the security guard downstairs fell and couldn't get up. With that being said, I am truly looking forward to the day where we don't have to be afraid to come to the people's house. Thank you.
Yeah. She was clearing up what happened.
Allowed to make comments about new business. Okay, when I look at the agenda.
Wait until the people that signed in. Wait until the people that signed in are done, and then you can go, okay?
She signed in. She can go before.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Hi, my name is Janelle Taylor. I live in South Hall, and I'm concerned about the new business and the approval of special services. I do believe in making sure that your community enjoys itself and having activities for them. But I think this is a little overreach here with the amount of money that's going to be spent when we really don't have a clear understanding of where we stand financially. And before we spend this money, we need to know that. I don't know how much these events cost, but I do know that there are a lot of seniors some of them live in senior facilities, and most senior facilities have a client advisor who schedules events for them within that facility. So they're not missing a whole lot. So I don't think they need all of these. I might attend some, I may not attend some. I am a senior, but I think we have to know where we stand, what money we have and what money we don't have, and what bills we're going to be forced to pay that our supervisor has already opted to spend without approval before we agree to all of these. Thank you.
That's what they did, Ma. They said, wait a minute. They did it.
Okay. Good evening. I'll be a little more positive. I want to say that the trustees have made considerable progress from a year ago. A year ago at this meeting was the first time that I had ever met trustees Wiedemann and Gonzalez. The supervisor would not let trustee Gonzalez into the meeting while the other trustees and she discussed what was about to happen. He was allowed in this door right before they called the meeting to order. Trustee Wiedemann and I and the public and all of the press were downstairs. We were promised that we could make public comment, and then Keith Price came downstairs to say that the meeting was adjourned after 4 minutes. The next meeting, the supervisor was not present. Trustee Gonzalez noticed that there were a bunch of $10,000 invoices in the general fund to Cornerstone Government Affairs. He asked, what are these for? The supervisor pro tem said, oh, I don't know, but Robert Hunt knows. He isn't in the meeting, but you can ask him.
He going to jail.
And, of course, that passed. I'm here to be corrected if I'm wrong, but I think that the purpose of the township is to provide services to the residents which are not provided by the villages or the county or the state. This is basically a welfare agency. Why do you need a politician as a leader? Why do you need to spend $10,000 a month for political consulting? I look forward to the new administration and hope that it's led by public servants. And I'm very encouraged to see the public servants that the trustees who are here tonight have been performing. That's it.
He was talking about the time that Wiedemann got locked up.
All right,
That time
next on the agenda
that
is adjournment. Is there?
they're about to adjourn.
Second.
All right, they're adjourning. What he brought up was actually the meeting that Wiedemann got locked up. One of the meetings that she got locked up a few times when after Tiffany allegedly fired her. So he was just reiterating some of the things that went on too. And y'all gonna have to give it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, there were times that when I first started watching the meetings, I was wondering why Gonzalez was outside with the residents and the trustees was inside. He was outside, and then he would be let in at the last minute. So he went through a lot as well. So y'all got to give it to that man. I'm just going to give it to that man. So we're going to reiterate some of the things that happened tonight because basically the meeting is over. Very nice and smooth. It's not as full, I guess, because people are not like, oh my God, there's no mess. So I guess that's why it's more empty. But I did want to address I Am That I Am. Kurt just said that he served her paper bond, Dwayne Woods barbecue. We just went over that. And what he served was just basically a notice that two of the lawyers have pulled themselves off of the case. They have bought more time for them when it comes to this barbecue hut. As I read to you guys, they have up to December 2025 to make any amendments to their complaints. They have a hearing in April for the barbecue hut. So this was basically a readdress, a notification of the parties of the change. Again, I believe that Tiffany's side was buying time with that as lawyer who lied and said that there were knives there. And that's why Miss Roberts made it her business to reiterate the common sense approach. Someone said one of the people in Tiffany camp hands was cut. If I did not hear that right, if somebody listened to what the lawyer has said. And if you listen to Debt Free Dad, he made a video and he's a lawyer. And he made a video basically talking about the probability of a knife being grabbed, used, and people being cut. And the probability that the person with the knife will usually have cuts on their hand. Now, if I remember, and y'all remember, they were saying that people in Tiffany camp got cut, this, that, and the third. We ain't see no blood, no nothing. But if you commence to say that you had cuts on your hand, according to Debt Free Dad, which makes sense, your ass may have been the one with the knife. And we just gonna leave it like that. They just lie. She knows she a liar, okay? Super liar, Tiff. Super liar. Who's that? Let's not call her out. I was looking for now I ain't gonna say her name. I was looking for it, and then my favorite resident was like, she ain't nowhere but on her YouTube page making 11-hour videos. I was like, oh my God, I thought Trina was chilling. I was making 11-hour videos. So that was the update about the barbecue hut. We're gonna keep our eye on that. That's gonna be long after Tiffany get the hell out of there. As I mentioned, people are gonna have to be dealing with that. That's how a meeting should go. Exactly. This meeting went so smooth that I actually have time to give y'all some updates. I said, give y'all updates of the other lawsuits that I wanted to talk about. I'm like, man, I'm going to be wiped out. I ain't going to be able to do that. But I do want to remind you guys that it is time to vote. Vote on the people who you feel is going to be good for the situation. Y'all heard what Mr. Roberts said. It shouldn't even be that complicated. Why is Thornton receiving certain monies for taxes when they're not a municipality? They're supposed to be a government service, as mentioned. Welfare. Nothing wrong with that because we all need it sometimes, but you need to act in that capacity. So with that goes to say, I do think that Nate, and I'm going to say it again, will be a far better supervisor than anyone at this time because of his approach, his sincerity. He's smart. He's overall a good guy. And I'm just going to leave it like that. Plain and simple. Now, what we're gonna do is get to. Y'all want to hear? Y'all want to hear? Yo, let me know. Y'all didn't tell me? Did y'all like my new theme song for the residents of Thornton and Dolton? Let me know if you like the theme song. We're going to give a shout out to Austin Walker, a comment out here. And every time you guys get a win, I need you guys to go inside of your bedroom and do this.
They not like us. I took a pocket to pull. Hey, they not like us. I took a pocket to pay. Take it for hey. You a rapper, young whippersnapper.
All right, remember, the whippersnappers can't do it like you. Hey, they not like us. All right, let's move forward. Thank you for being here. So now we're going to get to a flashback of Avet towings. This is Lawrence Gardner versus Mayor Tiffany Henyard. Inspector Kim Austin. Dun, 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 dun. Indian number 2. She's officially fired. This is not the second time I mentioned her name, but this is the second time for tonight. She's involved in this lawsuit too. This broad got to go. Nobody verified is this the same. Did one of y'all verify that that's the same lady who was arguing with it's right at the tip of my tongue. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I said her name before. Anyway, I'll find the video because the last time I brought her name up, I was like, she was arguing. All right. You love the song? All right. Come on, y'all. I'm going to need y'all to let me know. Do y'all like it? I'm going to give a shout out to one of my, I like this guy. This guy is very funny. He's very holistic. When he does his lives, his comic, like he talk about real life stuff. Like, you know, try to give advice through his comic relief. So I like him. I haven't been to a comedy show in years. He had me dying. I was crying. Like all of them was ridiculous. They were funny as hell. All right. So now we're going to just do a flashback. Yes, it's over for Tiffany. Tiffany is not coming back. I don't think that she's going to show her face. Thank you. So we got 2 votes in this official. When anytime that we get a win, we're going to play that. Okay. This week, let's just before we read this, I just want you guys to realize what happened on the last meeting. All of the events that was named to actually happen for 2025 was not agreed upon yet. And Stephanie Wiedemann, yes, Valerie Stubbs. There we go. Yes, Grace. It was the same lady, Kim Austin versus Valerie Stubbs. Okay, I got to get the video. We get the video. We're going to show y'all the video, okay? I remember because she pulled up on Valerie, and Valerie was not playing it. She was like, I don't need no permit. This is in my house. She was like, know your job. Do your job. It was a little messy. This is this lady. So thank you for the update. As far as tonight, no tax refund has been approved yet, but it was on the agenda. I think they need to go more into it. As she said, the budget got to be approved. And we're going to look at that because we're going to look at the amount that goes into each fund when it comes to taxes that's coming in. And we're going to kind of get an idea of what they're going to levy on y'all. We know it's at least 12 million right now. I remember. It was 7 in one, 5 in the other, like 12 million in levies. So thank you so much. I am that one. I appreciate you. Y'all know 10% of my proceeds every month goes to Cara to help support her Love Legacy Foundation, where she gives out gifts to parents, loved ones who has been affected by excessive force, police, killings. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. You helped me support my baby girl mama. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Cara because she been having to share Lexi with me in spirit. Yes, shout out to Miss Cara. Love and blessings to her. And thank you so much. So no 100% tax refund, but we did see that on the agenda. Also, no parties approvals right now. One thing that we did not see is Taste of Thornton on that little agenda. And I was inquiring about it because within the budget, they did have $11,000 that looked like income or allocated to. I had to verify because it was kind of confusing. So it was on the budget. Okay, so we're going to keep that in mind, y'all. And as the resident said, we got to slow down. Wait a minute. She like, $5,000 is too much for an event. Fuck that. It's too much. And I was like, $5,000 not too bad. Grandma was like, hell no. 2,500. What you need? I'm with you, Grandma. Be very, very frugal. Thank you. Thank you. I am that I am. And I love your picture. It's so beautiful. Okay. Also, what else? They, I just wanted to see if there's anything that happened, because it seems like I was wondering why they put it on a agenda and they didn't approve it. But I think they were showing the residents that they're moving forward to discuss these things, that it is on their radar, and that they are trying to work with the supervisor. Because I'm like, 100% tax credit. Why is it on there? Is Tiffany coming? But that's what I get from them putting it actually on there. If I'm mistaken, I don't know. No, that's what I'm thinking. And shout out to you, Honeymoon. Thank you. You got the notification. They be over there playing with you with the notifications, girl. But you be on it. And shout out to the playback team and my weekend review team, because I'll be in the audience with y'all watching the replays, going to work like, look, y'all. Yep, I'll be right there with y'all going to work. I love y'all. Thank you for supporting me. I appreciate it. There's a lot of hard work that I put into this channel. So let's get into it. Let's do a little flashback of Avet towing. Avet towing. The same thing happened to Avet towing that happened with Pablo's, where Lacey was running down on them. Illegally. Just being a fucking menace. Okay, so the parties involved in here is Commander Lacey. You see, we're gonna have to put him back on the radar, because he still got to handle shit. Because what we're gonna read to you, if we could get to, if y'all got the bearings for it, and I do too, the Pablo's update. Because on the Pablo's update, basically it was Lacey Lewis affirming what he said originally, in which he couldn't affirm shit. But if we go through it, it'll give you a refresher what's happened with Pablo's, and possibly how much longer Pablo's got to wait. These things are going to be rolling into the next administration. So you guys got to keep your eyes on it. So this one with Avet towing highlights crazy ass, thick ass Yoshi. Don't forget this Lacey. Let's get him. Him driving his car after Jedediah. All right, let's. I had to say it. Okay, Tiffany is involved. Lawrence Gardner. Okay, now this is the factual evidence. This is what happened. Lawrence Gardner purchased the property. We talk about Avet towing, trucking, and warehouse. Okay, they locked him up a lot of times too. These motherfuckers was ridiculous with him. Okay, so it says operating in the business premises, defend in the village of Dolton. His obligation was to make repairs to the property. He put up $1,000 of escrow. I don't know where that's needed, but where that escrow go? But it looked like Dolton was collecting money for escrow. For what? I don't know. I never heard this, but y'all can educate me, okay? Because I haven't built the property in the different town, but I have got things done at my home, and I need to put nothing in escrow. But I'm gonna shut up. Educate me. In September 2021, the plaintiff filed a business license. The plaintiff was told that he could operate pending a business license. The plaintiff made repairs to the property. Here he goes spending money, sounding like St. Patrick. Same old MO. On May 3rd, 2022, the plaintiff business was shut down by the village of Dolton Police Commander Lacey. Yes, I have to be drama felt when I say this, because we haven't talked about Lacey thick, funky ass in a long time. He's still involved in shit. He ain't retired with his little ass arms over there, like drinking from his baby bottle and shit. Losing. Let me keep moving. Let me stop, okay? I gotta get on Lacey. I haven't talked about him in a while. I miss his little Yoshi arms, okay? On June 6, 2022, the plaintiff was given the license for his business, okay? Remember who we're talking about. This is Avet towing. On January 22nd, 2023, the plaintiff held the business party at the business location. Do y'all remember this case? And they ran down on him. The plaintiff, They said that the plaintiff was selling liquor unauthorized. The plaintiff said they was not selling liquor unauthorized. Plaintiff Lawrence Gardner was initially found liable of administrative court of Village of Dolton unauthorized sale of alcohol on February 16th. This administrative court, 9 out of 10, I think was under Henyard, but I have to verify. That's what I'm thinking. On March 6, 2023, plaintiff Lawrence Gardner filed a pro se administrative review, Gardner versus Village of Dolton, challenging the February 16th finding. So I do believe it was her team, probably Delgado and them. You know, Delgado, his friend. You know, Delgado's the lawyer to represent for Dolton. The friend is the hearing board judge. You know how that go. And then his ass, you just guilty. Just guilty as all hell. So on May 27, 2023, rather than complying with the court order, because this is what happened. The defendant, Village of Dolton, ignores its summons and action and an order to default when entered against May 22nd. Okay, because Gardner filed a pro se administrative review. And I believe he took it out of Dolton's hand. But they ignored the order. Okay, Village of Dolton closed Gardner business, claimed that it was not approved for occupancy, and put a sticker and notice announcing the closing of the business. Moving on, August 6, 2023, judgment was entered at Cook County Court for the plaintiff Lawrence Gardner. And Village of Dolton was ordered to pay the cost. So, excuse me, hold on one second, y'all. I'm still fighting it just a little bit. So when he filed his appeal and actually got his Fourth Amendment rights granted, he won. He won. But the Village of Dolton ignored it. Okay. So today, the defendant Village of Dolton has not paid the cost due to Lawrence Gardner. The closure of Avet towing and warehouse business allegedly revoked the business license and were in violation of the plaintiff due rights in that no notice of a hearing. Again, supposed to have due rights. They violated. Upon inquiry, plaintiff Lawrence Gardner was told to talk to defendant Mayor Tiffany Henyard. Plaintiff Lawrence Gardner attempted to talk to Tiffany Henyard, but she walked away. You know how she is disrespectful. It says an effort to further deprive Lawrence and Avet Towing and the Warehouse LLC from accessing and using their property, defendant Mayor Tiffany Henyard used her private security and Village of Dolton Police Department to obstruction, allowing anyone to enter the property. So they obstruct anyone from entering the property. She used the police and her bullies. She used Lacey. Remember this. This is why I talk about the police needing to be regulated. These are some of the things you have to talk to the new board that's coming in, as well as your new mayor. Your cops are rogue. And I know you say, they're just doing what Tiffany said, but I'm not giving nobody no damn pass. If I have walked away like I did plenty of times, single mother, and was broke as all hell and said, God help me, and I walked away from this job because they thought they was going to take my license and put it on me, that's the same shit that I expect y'all to do. I'm not being nice no more. I'm not about to be politically correct. If your ass is on any of these lawsuits, you deserve to be fired. You're not working in the benefit of the people. Point blank motherfucking period. Kim Austin. So in furtherance to this edict, defendant Kim Austin and Commander Lewis came out to the property village with the Village of Dolton police. So Kim Austin came out as the inspector and said, yeah, I'm about to do my job. That's not my job. And be involved in a lawsuit. Again, I don't want to hear your name again, Kim Austin, because now you're on my list like Janice Johnson and Keith Freeman. After April, I don't want to see these people because then I'm not going to have sympathy because you have the actors that are showing themselves repeatedly. I don't care if they were bullied. Keith wasn't bullied. He was the bullier. So, all right, boom. They blocked him out of the property. They used all their goons. Tiffany goons, the Popo, Kim Austin, just Yoshi was coming on his skateboard and shit. Lacey, I'm coming. All right. So Kim Austin and the Village of Dolton police did not have a warrant to enter the premises when they did so. The action was conducted by director of Mayor Tiffany Henyard. We're going to look We're going to give y'all an update because this is one of the cases that's updated today. That's why we're reading this and giving you a flashback on what they had did and why Grace Levi say, keep your eye on Dolton police because ain't right. It ain't right. And all these other actors. Moving forward. Then, here we go. Plaintiff Lawrence Gardner property was raided again. Approximately, I can't even get it out, excuse me. It was raided 11 times. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It says 11 times, approximately 11 times without a warrant. Depriving this man of his right in a result directed by Mayor Henyard. 11. Yo, he gonna get some money. This is terrible. This is gross. This is gross. When raiding occurred in question, the plaintiff were informed that it was out of his hand, and the mayor sent us. They like, where the warrant? Listen, the mayor sent us. We asking for body cams. That's what y'all should ask for, body cams, and see what the hell happened on these raids. Somebody like, you asked for the body cams. Hey, you never know. Okay, let me just put it down there. Maybe somebody else will get it. But let's see. Let's look for the body cams. These 11 raids, these motherfuckers must have been crazy. I need to get some dates on this shit right here. 11. Anyway, moving forward, the action of defendant Mayor Henyard is directly the action of defendant Kim Austin and defendant Commander Lacey Lewis were in violation of plaintiff due right process and protected by the Fourth Amendment. So count 1 is the due process. You already know. Illegal search. Illegal. 11 times. Gross. And Kim K rolled up in there like, yeah, but you fired too. Stubbs gonna get your ass. You're gonna be the first one Stubbs get out. Okay. Count 3, excessive force. Commander Lacey. This is what he did. Let's listen to what he did. All right. The plaintiff, Lawrence Gardner, was physically injured as a result of the action of Commander Short Arms Lacey. It don't say that, but I have to add it. The actions of the defendant, Commander Lacey, was excessive, unreasonable, and unwarranted. And that's why on Thursday, we're going to go over some excessive force and what's not supposed to happen and why people like Commander Lacey Lewis were used to behaving like this. And then I'm going to show you the laws that their codes and their laws in Dolton that they're literally just not paying attention to. They just said, fuck it. No, just fuck it. Just don't mean shit. Tiffany here. Rock out with your cock out. Moving forward. Now, the next count was false arrest. January 11th. We went through this. I'm going to put the video. I read this extensively. False arrest, July 2023. Another account. False arrest, January 1st, 2024. Another account. First Amendment violation, July 2023. This is another count. Monell policy, as I told you, that is just account to connect these individuals to the entity. And this entity is the Village of Dolton. So, again, they list all of the business license lawsuit that they knew of here. I just want to make sure they ain't got more. They got A to H. You see me like, wait, am I missing anything? The ones that's already settled and that was before Tiffany, like Rutgers Holden was like just before Tiffany. So I just left that alone. So certain things like that, they used that in there, which was good because when you look at, I think Pablo's, if I can do it tonight, Pablo's 25 pages of update. We may gonna have to read that later. We're gonna read it though. It's 25 pages. Shit. And it's Lacey answering shit, not answering stuff. So we're going to see, can we get to it? But we try to break this down for you so you guys know what happened. This is and we ain't going to let you forget. It was a reason why Grace Levi went through all of this last time to show y'all it was a problem. And here we go. So this is an update. Remember, 11 times they violated. That's why, thank God, fake ass Commander Lacey was the hell up out of there. Okay, and defamation, basically the same thing. So this was a review and this was filed Hold on. It was filed 11/18/2024. Okay. So we didn't get to the year mark yet. And this was Yvette Towen, Lawrence Gardner versus Mayor Tiffany Henyard, Village of Dolton. Fired Kim Austin. Fired Commander Lacey Lewis. His ass gone. Kim Austin, you're out. You're fucking out. I'm tired of your name. All right, moving forward. So this is the update. On 1:30, this was joint status report. So we're going to look at the joint status report on 1:30. I mentioned to you guys that it was a update, but we didn't read it. I said we was going to read it. So joint status report, this is where they're trying to see where we at with this. Where we at? Plaintiff complaint was filed 11/18/2024, claiming due process violation, illegal search, excessive false arrest, First Amendment retaliation, Monell policy, and defamation. Yeah. Appearance have been filed on behalf of all defendants. This is where we're at. 3, the village motion for the extension of time to file to answer was granted January 16th. Here they go. I told you they playing games with shit. They always ask for extension or move a damn lawyer. This is the chess game. And it's not the trustees, no relation. But this is how they play in the game against the people, the lawyers. So the village was to answer February the 6th. That was the time that I told you that was supposed to be an answer because they asked for an extension. So defendant Tiffany Henyard, Kim Austin, and Lacey Lewis motion to extension of time was granted January 29th. Answer Henyard, Austin, Lacey due February 6th. So the answer was due on February 6th. Do we got the answer? We got the answer. Let's move forward. All right, we're keeping y'all up to date. This February 6, 2023. Avet Towen. What is going on? These people just want their damn license. No, we can't get that. You can't get your license. You're getting locked up. We locking that ass up. That's what 11 times they violated this damn man. That didn't make no sense. Shout out to everybody in the audience. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys liking this type of information. Now let's put this on the screen. This is the update. As for the residents, you guys need to know what's going on, what to expect. Lacey is out. I know that he regret all of the stuff he did with Tiffany. Yup, he's sitting there regretting it, looking stupid, sipping on his little ass straw like this, dribbling at the mouth. What's the hell he doing? Oh, slow ass. All right, so let's move on. His sunlit. Woo. I'm just putting it on the screen. Allegedly. Okay. Show me something. Show me what you're working with. You know, because these people coming back like Trump, trying to sue people for defamation, baby. Trump is setting the stupid ass precedents with a whole bunch of dumb shit he doing. And got dumb people like him following behind. So we just be careful what we say, beautiful. Because these motherfuckers ill. They ill. You be broke as hell. They trying to sit up there, put a gag on you and all types of shit, cease and desist. I learned before it happened to me. So this was their response on the 6th of February, which is a few days ago. So the defendant Tiffany Henyard and Kim Austin motioned to dismiss Yvette Towen. After all of this lockup, Lacey Lewis violated people's rights, all types of shit. They moving forward to dismiss. Let's listen. On November 18th, plaintiff Gardner filed his 10-count complaint against the Village of Dolton, Tiffany Henyard, Kim Austin, and Lacey Lewis. Plaintiff named defendant Henyard in 2 of the claims. Violation of Gardner's Fourth Amendment rights to due process, count 1, and Monell claim against defendant Henyard in her official capacity. Again, this when they do that Monell, this is technical. This lawyer is trying to get this count pulled off because he's saying that is repetitive. The Monell is basically the same thing as them bringing the fourth account with that particular party's name. Example: excessive force, Lacey Lewis. They won't, and I guess they want to assume that Lacey Lewis is in his capacity without them using the Monell count, but it depends on how it's written up and the law of the state. People use Monell, but maybe they'll need to. But I don't know why he's trying to pull it out. He's being technical. And this is just anytime a motion is filed, it's just like another chess move. And the other person got to answer, and you got to answer. And then the judge be like, fuck it, trial. I'm tired of this. This is what they do. And then you spend the money on this lawyer, she spend the money on this lawyer, and guess who get paid? The lawyers. Okay, so their goal right now is to remove 2 of the counts. This was the dismissal. It's not a total dismissal of everything because it won't even be realistic to think that they can't find the evidence and the facts behind Lacey falsely arresting them. There's no arrest warrants. It's all type of shit. Body cam could be pulled. They just can't go against that. So they're going against 2, trying to get 2 of them dropped down. So the first one is the Fourth Amendment right to due process, allegedly. And I think the village of Dolton didn't give them the due process by suspending their license and revoking it, but they got due process through the appeal when they won the case, but Dolton did not acknowledge it and have not paid them. So I don't know if that's where they're trying to, whatever, but we're going to read that real quick. So it says plaintiff so names defendant Austin in 2 of the claim, violation of the plaintiff Fourth Amendment rights to due process. Count 1, illegal search and violation of plaintiff Fourth Amendment rights. Count 2, all claims made against the defendant Henyard and Austin must be dismissed. Allegedly, this is just him talking shit. Pursuant to 12B6, plaintiff due process claim against the defendant Henyard and Austin is an illegal search. Claims against defendant Austin both fail to allege personal involvement and therefore must be dismissed. So they're saying that since Tiffany didn't have personal involvement, but they did say that Miss Austin was there at one of the times where they illegally searched and seized and went on the premises, and they said that Henyard had ordered it, but they didn't say Henyard was there. Body cam could show that. So this is why they're trying to pull Henyard out of it. But when we read the original complaint, they don't have conspiracy. I think that this, in my opinion, that this lawyer should amend it to add conspiracy on there because that's what's going to pull Henyard and that's what's going to pull Austin into this, into that they conspired to basically revoke or to cause harm to Avet Towing by this way, by this mean, by telling this person, as though in the other lawsuits where they say, hey, it's conspiracy because there's a tone in Dolton that has been set a precedent by Henyard. There's an unknown law that you got to do what she say. And if you go against her, then you're going to be fired, They have used this same unknown law to put into the conspiracy realm and count. I think that's what this lawyer should do because this is why I believe that this damn lawyer, who is a criminal lawyer, remember his little short lying ass, is able to try to say this, that, hey, my client didn't do nothing directly. You're not saying she did anything directly because there's no count. You just said that she allegedly ordered them there. If you put it into account as in conspiracy, then you can put in some little evidentiary facts which highlight, hey, this is what she did in other cases, just like they just did. Does that make sense? This is the tone. This is what's been going on. So I do think an amendment needs to happen to this on the behalf of Avet Towing, because this is why they're trying to dismiss it. I'm not a lawyer. I'm a researcher. This is what I like to do. And this is the sense that I'm making of it. And this is why they asked to prolong in this case. That's why it's important for you guys to understand how these things are supposed to be written up. I'm sorry to say your lawyer's going to play you sometimes and write the shit fucked up. It is true. They learn bookwork when they come from law school, just like I learned bookwork as I'm a nurse. And when it came in, it's like, you know it, just do it. And I have to apply the bookwork to every damn system that I go into. And that's the same thing with these lawyers. But if they don't have a systematic mind of how to approach things, then they're going to be missing things. It's always You give the facts, the evidence, the law that's broken, the state law that connects to it, or you're going to put the code and how. You got to give some type of evidence. And what do you want back? What was the damage and how much you can get back and what law supported? Those are the foundation of making a good case, period. And all lawyers should do that, and they end up not doing it. So I think this is why they're trying to basically say, we're going to try to dismiss these two. So moving forward, did that break that down? Did it break it down? We're not going back into the allegations. Ouch. Because we went into these already. But it says Gardner alleges that on May 3rd, 2023, his business was shut down, as we talked about, by the Popo, by Lacey Short Arm, and said they was issue a violation because they had liquor on the premises. Remember that. So they're saying because administrative court subsequently found him liable for unauthorization of sale on February. Now remember that administrative court is held, to my opinion, to my understanding, in the village of Dolton, and it may have been held by Tiffany Goons, just like we showed you before, which was a Delgado representative, was the lawyer for the county. And then the judge was somebody appointed, just like how they did with the caucus, but it was a lawyer friend. Okay. So they saying you got your due process here, allegedly. And no, he did not. So they do mention that the judge has subsequently ordered the village to pay the cost with the plaintiff alleges remain unpaid. This is the village of Dolton lawyer highlighting that the judge on August 16th, 2023 sided with the plaintiff, but it remains unpaid. They are using that for their defense to get the case dismissed. This is how crooked this motherfucker is. This motherfucker crooked. You showing the judge you didn't abide by August 16, 2023 ruling, and you still didn't pay it. And you like, but he got his due process. Look, judge, that's how he got his due process. Isn't that fucking amazing? Look how crooked this system is that he can even write that. I'm sorry. He got some balls to write that. He like, yeah, he did get his due process. And we still didn't pay him, but he got it. That's why it should be dismissed right now. The fuck is going on here? All right, let's just move forward because I'm a little bit like, yo, they be playing. And y'all guys really need to understand how to read this because they over here playing. They playing with my life in my R. Kelly voice. I don't like this, yo. They think people are so stupid. So basically, they're trying to get the due process fails to state a probable cause against Henyard and Austin. Plaintiff fails to allege the constitutional protection party interest in a deprivation by the defendant Henyard and Austin. So they say, how is she directly involved in this? And the only way they're going to pull them in is through conspiracy, in my opinion. Maybe the finance lawyer, maybe he can come back through and listen to this video and clear it up if he see anything different in what I'm saying. But baby, I think that's what the lawyer need to do, add a count of conspiracy to pull Henyard into this shit. So this lawyer don't have none of this bullshit to say. Deprivation of the due process, I just explained to you how he trying to get that off. And they're just basically saying Henyard has no personal involvement behind this allegation. It fails to state probable cause against Austin. So they're trying to pull Austin and Henyard out of this, even though highlighting Miss Austin, Kim Austin, was the inspector and somebody directly involved in the license process. And her ass showed up on the property in the middle of one of them raids. All they got to do is get the damn body cam. And then they trying to remove the Monell claim, basically saying that against Tiffany Henyard is redundant in his own claim against the village. So he's saying the claim against the village is a claim against Henyard, and that's not always true. So that's bullshit. You could do a claim against somebody else in the village, but because they're an employee of the village, you have to pull the village in. This fucking, I'm sorry, I don't mean to curse. This guy is the con artist. Michael Shakila, that's the one who probably said about the knife. This is the one who wrote this paper. He's a piece of. He's a piece of. He's a piece of, and the judge better throw this shit out on his face. All I believe that Gardner lawyer need to go back and do is add conspiracy. Amend your case and add conspiracy, in my opinion. Notification of docket entry. So as of 7/6, the next day, so what happened in the Gardner case is that they tried to get 2 of the counts taken off and trying to remove Henyard and Austin from the allegations, saying they had nothing directly to do with it. And as I told you guys, the way I think they could pull them in is through the conspiracy count, as what they did in other proceedings. Now on 2/7, this is just the last, no. 2/7 was the docket entry was made by the clerk, minute of entry. They basically accepted the defendant Tiffany Henyard and Kim Austin motion to dismiss was accepted, and it's not over yet. Don't be afraid, y'all, just because they accepted. But they don't be afraid. And then it says the response is due by 2/28. So now Gardner has to respond. And what I think their response should be is an amended complaint that adds conspiracy. And that would just throw all that shit out in his face. That lawyer remind me of Keith Price. He gonna dig. All lawyers do that though. Just throw it up there. Throw the putty up there, see if it's gonna stick. Oh, damn, hit the flow. Especially if Grace there. So 2/28, they supposed to reply, and that is Gardner. And then by 3/14, you have Tiffany and Crooked Ass Joe, their lawyer, is supposed to respond to that. So I would pray that Gardner, Avet Towen, who we're talking about, would amend their complaint. So this damn lawyer don't think that they can pull Henyard and pull Kim Austin out of it. They trying to pull them out of the case, and that's not happening. So the next hearing, just to close off, we've been on for 2 hours, so we're going to stop there, and then we're going to get into Pablo's possibly tomorrow. Okay, I got you guys. I'm going to put in that work because I got a lot to show y'all this week. We got a lot to do. We got a lot of work. Y'all just hit the polls. Get my boy in there so he could give y'all some TLC. Give y'all a little bit of love, please. Okay? That's what y'all need. He got the fire. You see the fire in his eyes? I'm cracking jokes. So just to finish off, the docket was entered on February 11th, which is today years old. Okay, so you're getting straight off the presses, baby. The Honorable Judge Charles P. Crocs, I'm saying that name horribly wrong. There's a hearing coming up on 2/25 by phone. The information is there. I don't know if I can attend. I'm not going to put that up there. Y'all can go see. I think the hearing has to do with just them. I'm leery of just showing up on hearings, but if it's a public hearing that we can listen in on, I'm a listen in dog. And I would pray that Mr. Gardner, Avet Towen, amend your complaint, please. I'm not a lawyer, but I do think the conspiracy count will help you guys can keep Tiffany Henyard and Kim Austin ass in there and get the body cam. Because y'all got 11 times that y'all got ran down on by the popo dog. And it got to be on body cam. I mean, come on. Come on. What y'all think? So, hold on, y'all. That was loud. I'm going to get to y'all comments. I want to say thank you for being here with us and staying up to date. I'm going to split this up at the beginning of the live. If y'all don't remember, y'all haven't seen it. We went over Big Wood case. We know that that's going to be a long case, and that's going to be going on until y'all get another mayor in the house for Dolton. So you're going to have to keep your eye on that. And that involves Keith Freeman, funky ass, And also it involved the housing director guy. I don't even respect Williams. I call him the housing director guy. That's all the he gonna get from me. Don't pray for me, Williams. Don't pray for me. All right. Thank you to I'm that one. Thank you for your contribution today. You are the shizit. I appreciate you. And as you know, 10% goes to Carver. God is good. Let's see. Tiffany is live talking shit. She is. Okay, let's go to her page. Thank you for telling. Grace, pull it up. Hell yeah. I wasn't paying attention. But you know what I'm about to do, dog. I gotta go to my other page because her funky ass. I had said something. Hold on, y'all. I'm pulling it up. I'm glad I went to the comments. We could finish off with some good shit. She on her page. There she go. 20 minutes. The man right there. Here we go. Thank you, guys. Let's get it. We don't even got to do a whole nother live. We just split this shit up. Let's listen to what this bird got to say. Let's go.
Hey, guys. Come on in. Cut y'all things off.
Thank you, y'all. Thank you.
Come on in. You looking for me?
No.
Hey, here I am. How y'all doing? Come on in. Come on in. Got a lot to talk about, but I'm going to be brief today. I'm going to be really breeze easy. Don't worry about it. Come on in. Come on in. It's a lot going on. Yes. Yeah.
She got time to go live. Wait the hell a fucking minute. Stop. Didn't we just watch a Thornton meeting and this wasn't there? I'm just getting like a epiphany. You got the nerve, your scary ass. Ooh, we're gonna let her talk. And I'm gonna shut the hell up. Y'all gonna listen to her cock of bullshit. But how the hell did she come live and then go to the meeting? You know why? The man right there. There I go. Go ahead, Wiedemann. Had is scared to come to work. That's what I see. You scared. Let's listen.
Hey.
Hey.
How y'all doing? I miss you guys. Feel like it's been a minute since I did a live, right? Yeah. Y'all know it's election time, so I just want to point that out. Let me give a shout out to my team. Make sure you go in the Village of Dolton, just so y'all understand and know what's going on. Make sure you go vote. Early voting started on Monday, February 10th through February 24th. And it's from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Make sure you go to Calumet City Library location or South Suburban College. Make sure you punch 1 for yours truly, your super mayor, Tiffany Henyard, the people's mayor. And then please support my team as well, because I need a team in order to succeed, of course. Other than that, I have the same show that's going on currently. My team is Tanika Hughes for clerk, punch 4. And then my board of trustees that I'm supporting is Jocelyn King, Vanessa Westco, and Miss Linda Terrell. That's punch 9, 10, and 11. That's my entire slate. So make sure you go and support our team. Again, I am number 1 on the ballot. I'm at the top, punch 1 for Mayor Tiffany Henyard, because I always put on for my city. On. All right, so I just want to throw that out there. The polls are open. February 25th is election day. So if you cannot make it for whatever reason within this 2-week span, make sure you pull up, show up, show out, get out, and make sure you vote. And make sure no matter what, you exercise your right to vote. A lot of people don't understand how important that is for elections. Also, Riverdale has a race too. They have a primary, so do Calumet City. I am supporting Michael Smith over in Riverdale. Make sure you go vote for him. He is running for trustee. I don't want to get his number wrong, but I think he's at the top of his ballot as well for trustee. And then his slate of team. I don't know them by heart, but I just want to point that out that I am supporting them. For Calumet City, I am supporting JR Ticket. So that's with Anyoda Figs. Make sure you go.
I gotta slow it down. Y'all know I've been playing fast because we don't be wanting to hear Tiffany shit, but she sound like a crackhead. She must be on speed for this one because I put her fast. She said, blah, 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 blah. So we're gonna listen in regular speed because this is on the go. She's on the go.
To support that ticket as well. So all my support, all my base that's over in Calumet City, make sure you pull up for those individuals. JR's ticket.
You know, when we was thinking the same thing, I just sped it up, but she talking so fucking fast in her regular voice. She on speed tonight. And the top of her eyes are flat. Look at the flatness. When they not round like a baby doll, like regular, but they flat. Look at that shit. That's why she talking fast. But I'm gonna shut the hell up. We gonna listen. Thank you, honeymoon. You on task. He's like, what the hell?
And make sure my Riverdale base. Make sure you support Michael Smith's ticket. And then my Down base. You know, support your mayor, your super mayor. I've been there since 2013 as a trustee. I did 2 terms as a trustee, and this is my first term as mayor. I became the first female mayor in Dolton in 2021. Just give you a little educational background, because as I was saying, let me educate you. So now you know. But please do research before you vote, because a lot of people got a lot of misinformation out there, and I always do the lives to clear it up, because a lot of people don't know what's going on. You're going to fake news, fake blogs, stuff like that don't matter. People doing clicks and views just because, and that's how they make their money, unfortunately, for those that don't understand how the YouTuber and the bloggers are doing. Unfortunately, today we had a board meeting, and this is our regular scheduled board meeting. No, I did not show up to that board meeting. I am here, as you can see, in office, in the building, due to security concerns. When I got here, the room was loaded with all these individuals, all these
I'm on mute. I'm sorry. She's fucking lying. Y'all saw CBS showed us the room was empty. She start off gaslighting. Y'all saw the room was empty, right? Here we go. Here we go with the shit.
Fake bloggers, fake wannabe, get clicks and views off me. And I was not going.
Yes. Just that before I let her finish her shit, I get clicks and views off of her, and whatever money we make here, 10% goes to Alexis Wilson, related to the rogue ass police she kept on her police department, and the one she hired that wasn't supposed to be there. You fucking right. We're gonna make some money off of you, Miss Allegedly High Susie, Flat Eyes Veronica. Fuck wrong with you, Tahoe? I'm pissed. Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
To be under scrutiny as it relates to somebody having a weapon or having something in the building. Because the last meeting, when all that went down, guys, somebody brought a knife into the building. Like, did y'all know that? No, because the fake news didn't tell y'all that, nor did they show y'all that. So I was not gonna put myself in jeopardy of being attacked or anything of that nature. Just to give you a little history. Last week, the trustees had moved the meeting from downstairs to upstairs when I said we should do Zooms because it was just so hostile, right? So they moved it upstairs, so they call it a special meeting. When we had a meeting all along here for today, when they moved it upstairs, they only allowed mainstream media in the upstairs area, and the bloggers and the residents was supposed to be downstairs, which I'm assuming that happened from what I was told. And then also was
Let me stop muting. I'm gonna keep my mute off. Now you're prioritizing mainstream media above the residents. So you're telling me mainstream media could be in there and the residents and the alleged bloggers downstairs? What the? I knew something bullshit was going on. When the residents and the bloggers are the main people that been getting this damn story out. Gonzalez, Carmen, Wiedemann, don't play. You better be standing up for the bloggers and the residents, because this shit that this just talking, that's what we saw. That's what we saw happening today doing to Miss Nichole. Asking her questions and shit. And that's why you didn't show up? I'm going to shut up because I'm getting mad.
Crazy. They didn't even let the employees come upstairs. Like, make that make sense. So the only persons that was in this room was the board and also the mainstream media. And this time, since they saw Super Mayor was coming, everybody want to change how we move it. So they allowed all these individuals in the upstairs area where we're supposed to conduct our business. Because remember, we're here to handle the business, not let the business handle us. So when they changed the layout of the security plan, that was very concerning to me, alarming, because I feel that everything that happened at that last meeting was premeditated. It was already planned. It was already a setup. The trustees are involved in everything. Yes, your new trustees, Stephanie, Carmen, and Chris. So y'all can get on.
You telling me that Carmen, Chris, and Stephanie set up your motherfucking boys, excuse my language, I got to say this, set up your goons to attack Jedediah. Now you saying that they did it? It was all a setup from them? That they got your boys and them extra people around the crowd to be inciters? Oh, this bitch got to go. Oh my God, I said the word. I didn't use that word in a long time. She got to fucking go. Let's go.
On news, lie, and do all what you want, but everybody's involved in the scrutiny that happened at the last meeting with all these chaos agents. So they put these same individuals in the same room where I was supposed to be at. Now imagine, I keep telling you, I have a 5-year-old daughter. I want to go home to my baby, period. So I'm not here to play the game, be a show for people. I put things on the agenda to take care of the people, period. But when they don't handle the business, that's what you guys are missing. You're missing that they are not voting for anything for you, residents. It was several different things on the agenda today to be taken care of, whether it was bills, it was a budget. I don't know what's going on with everybody not wanting to pass a budget, right? Nobody wants to pass a budget. We've been talking about a budget for over a year. And now we on to the new year for a new budget for the second year. So that's two budget cycles that has not been approved, passed, nothing. People just playing with y'all at this point. Remember, if you're a business owner, you know you got a budget for every little thing, and they don't want to pass the budget. Ask yourself why. When you got majority, just pass. Write whatever you want in it and be done with it already. The other issue is, remember how I tried to explain to you guys about the 100% property tax refund? Remember how I told you about that? That I wanted to give you money because we got a surplus over here?
I knew.
Tell me why at the last meeting. This is how I tell y'all don't pay attention. And that's why I say, let me educate you. Why they just raise your property taxes?
Oh, no. Wait, y'all. I got to verify this. Y'all, because I told y'all I got to look at the budget in the two accounts. It looked like it was $12 million that was already allocated to each account. I got quiet because the last 2 years, the years that I saw, it looked like it was only $9 million. Whoa! I fucking knew it. I knew Tiffany was going to come with this fucking shit. Y'all can't give her room to talk shit about y'all. Y'all gave her room. I knew the taxes went up. I got to verify this, y'all. I'm hitting my head because I didn't even look at even what the rails and roadway amount for the tax is supposed to be. I've been very busy. Been a lot of stuff going on, but I know it's $12 million at least that's in the proposed account. Stop fucking smiling like that, Tiffany. Talking about I got him. Fuck. Y'all, she may not be lying about your taxes going up. We got to verify this.
Raise your property taxes. Guess what? By 4%. Y'all didn't even know that, did y'all? So Thornton Township, be prepared, be ready, because the Board of Trustees raised your property taxes for no reason, because we got money here. I'm trying to give you $2.2 million that they keep voting down. And for those that don't understand what I'm saying or don't believe me for whatever reason, please FOIA it. Just do a Freedom of Information Act, and you will see who voted to increase your property taxes where there's no need. A lot of you guys are hurting, and that's the purpose of why I said I wanted to give you a property tax refund. And as I explained it before, it's 100% never been done in the history of Thornton Township. So that means if you paid into property taxes here at Thornton Township, which is only 5 cents of every dollar, you get back whatever you paid into. So it was $100, you get $100 back. If it's $300, you get $300 back. If it was $0, you get nothing. That's how it went. And that's just a little fraction. Just so you know, the bulk of your property taxes come from the city or village that you live. Right, you call when you're on live. You know how it goes. So I just wanted you to know that, understand that, so you'll know how to answer your own questions. The next thing on the agenda is for the staff to receive bonuses. As you guys may not know, they used to give bonuses out here at Thornton Township. This is before I became supervisor. I haven't given not one bonus out. So this year, I think the residents, which is the employees, deserve a bonus. They worked hard. We got surpluses and we can afford it. So I just wanted to alleviate some of their pain, their struggle that they're going through, especially with inflation. Look at food costs when you're going to grocery store for a carton of eggs, a gallon of milk, stuff like that. It's just ridiculous. So I wanted to make sure that we made a way for them, especially when the trustees didn't show up for over 9 board meetings. 9, I think 10 now. 10 board meetings in county, and basically gridlocked the government. So therefore, residents couldn't get to the doctor. Our buses was down. All these things happen, guys. But what you need to understand is who is doing it. I don't care what the media telling you. I've been showing you. I make videos. You can FOIA. You can see everything that people are doing here at Thornton Township. So I just want to clear that up so you understand and you hear from me and you can FOIA it to get the truth, and it's in black and white. So when they did that, unfortunately, the lawyers was telling me to lay everybody off. Tiffany, you got to lay everybody off. They can't stay because the building can't be open. They didn't even vote for the insurance. That's how stupid they are, right? I never seen a group of people that run a multi-million-dollar operation not handle the business. I never saw that ever in my life. I don't care who you don't like, what you don't like, you handle the business. So when you don't handle the business, it start crumbling the infrastructure. And that's exactly what started happening here at Thornton Township, because you got people that's trying to rerun for election, just so y'all understand what I'm saying to you, trying to rerun for election, basically gridlocking your services here at Thornton Township. So if you needed food at the food pantry, they didn't have no food on the shelf. That's how bad it was. We couldn't even deliver food to our seniors that we do every day on a regular basis. We was taking them food. They were struggling. They was crying. It just hurt my heart because I couldn't let them be. So I go to the grocery store, spend my own money and buy food for them, because I just don't think people should allow people to sit there hungry. If you got it, you can miss a meal, go give it to them. Help them, because some people live here and their family might live in another state, or some people drop their family members off in these senior homes, oh my God, and don't go see them. So I am their family, so you can understand why they love Tiffany Henyard, because I'm their family when others are not. So I just want to point these things out to you so you can understand me and understand what's going on, and what they're not telling you, I'm going to tell you. And that's the problem. I'm educating the public too much. And that's why they keep trying to get rid of me, keep trying to stop me, because they don't want me educating y'all. Because when you're more educated, you make wiser decisions. So you don't vote blind. Because normally what they tell you, just vote for this person. They see you something in the mail. No. Do your research. Please do your research. I don't care what they say. Go fact check it, and then make your decision off what you believe to be true. The last thing that was on here, guys, we put on here to have different events coming up, and they're $5,000 a piece. Normally we do events here at Thornton Township. The board asks for a budget. They ask for what we're spending on, what we're buying, things like that, right? They gave them all these things. And guess what they still did today? Not vote for it. And this is the special services dances. So these are the kids that might have autistic and different issues going on with them. We actually make a way for them. And they have these things like every single month for them. They do bowling, they do all kinds of stuff. So y'all didn't even know we had that service here at Thornton Township, huh? So that's another service that we have. Also, we put on here to have a Valentine's luncheon for the seniors and the employees on this Friday. Because at the end of the day, I love you and ain't nothing you can do about it. So I want to make sure that we can sit down, talk, love on each other, understand each other, and that kind of mode. That's kind of energy that I give off. So of course, you know how they did. We had a meeting today for nothing. Nothing got accomplished. They didn't vote for any of the things that I just spoke on, and that's what I'm telling you. When people gridlock,
you didn't come to the meeting, so you could take a whole glass and shut the fuck up. She making me mad. Even though she called out the tax thing, we will be verifying that. Oh my God. This broad, you didn't even show up via Zoom. Shut the front door. Now you're gonna be there talking shit. And I think, and I can't talk for the trustees, I believe they brought these things to the table again because they need to be discussed and clarified. The 100% tax rebate is not Tiffany's idea. We already brought this up. There was Frank Zuccarelli that was doing this for years. These people get $56, $110 for whatever little taxes that was levied from Thornton Township, that government services. Y'all being taxed out the fucking kazoo from everybody and their mama. Look at your tax bills. It's gross. But what we do need to figure out, if Thornton Township is levying more taxes from you guys, because that shit shouldn't be happening. Because this is the service. This municipality part of the government is just for services. So, oh my God. Tiffany, if I could just Look at her face. She get on my nerves. Let's just play this.
Government and the residents are the ones suffering. I don't care the person you don't like, the person that benefit, well, the people that benefit from these services are the residents, and that's what's happening now. They're gridlocking your services. So stay tuned, guys, because I know y'all gonna be upset about it, but you need to make sure you put that energy towards the right people that's actually doing it, and that is all three of them: Stephanie, Chris, and Carlisle. That's why she's a liar. So all those people are gridlocking your services.
Oh my God, Carmen, what did you do to your big sister? This bitch is mad at you every time. She's a liar. Every time, she never fails. You hurt her feelings. Carmen hurt her feelings, and Wiedemann makes this bitch scary. I use the word again. God forgive me. Let's play it. Let's just play it. We almost done.
This is the problem I got, guys. This is Black History Month, right? Why we don't band together for anything? This is the shortest month in the year that we have, and all I've asked is us to do this. Y'all done let so many different things then just happen, and everybody sit on mute. A lot of people sit on mute, but when I see people in passing, they give me respect, they love on me, hug me, send me texts, emails, whatever, and say, man, you stronger than I, because I would have left a long time ago. I get a lot of that. I get a lot of, man, why they disrespect you like that? I get a lot of support, and I thank you for your support and your love out there in the streets, because I always say this: my complexion don't match my protection. There's no way they should have had a meeting and I did not have any type of protection whatsoever. Another issue I got is when we call South Holland police, right? We call them.
Girl, you don't need no fucking protection. You a whole monster. You a whole beast, Tiffany. Bitch, you ran down on everyone and knocked all 4 men down. These men were fighting like females. Let's just keep it real. I just got to tell you, when I rewatched the video, they were swinging like this. They were hitting each other fucking arms. Tiffany came in there like boom, boom, hit her face, boom, got back up, boom, 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 boom. Bitch, you don't need protection. You were gonna beat everybody up, even Kamal. Kamal was like, nah, Kamal ass was like this. Tiffany was like, that's my man. Don't fucking say you need protection. They ain't even need a knife. You probably bit the knife and swallowed that bitch. I'm sorry, y'all. I just had to. Oh, let her finish. I just had to let it out. Who put the fucking thumbs up on this video?
They don't do anything, nothing to remove people from our meetings.
Wait.
At the end of the day, we are in your city, and you're supposed to come and help us. But you do nothing. So I have a problem with that, because you just keep putting your super mayor in harm's way, and I don't appreciate that, because when you call them, they're supposed to come and do something about it. So then, therefore, the agitators become more agitated and cause more havoc or more issues in our meetings, and that's what y'all been watching and what's been displayed lately. And all I can say to y'all is, I'm gonna keep fighting. I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna stop. I just want you guys to know what's going on. I want residents to stay woke, because it's all a show. It ain't nothing but a show. Because I just said this and I said it again. They're not handling the business. They put on a show and they come here for clicks and views to make money off of drama. I never saw that. Just drama. So I just want you guys to know that everything got denied today, and that was your services.
Did you hear this? Did you fucking hear her? She said drama. Just drama. I never heard this. 2 more months of you, motherfucker. 2 more months of your motherfucking ass having the power just to talk shit. Because you could talk, but nobody gonna give a freaking frack. I had my eyeballs went cross-eyed when I said that. When you out of these motherfucking seats, nobody cares. We just watch you because you're a fucking tyrant. Fucking tyrant.
Something that you need, something that you asked for, but it did not get taken care of. Safety has always been my top priority and will continue to be. And I just wanted people to know what has happened here at Thornton Township, and to understand that I'm under attack, like for real. Like, it's been crazy, guys. I got people that just run up on me. I got people that stalk me, follow me, do all these things. And last I check, I'm still a female and still Black. But it seems to be that people just think it's cute, it's fun, and all that stuff, and it's not, because this is someone's life. I'm someone's daughter, someone's mother, someone's loved one, no matter how you might look at it. And I always tell people this: flip it around. How would you feel if it happened to you? How would you feel if the switch it? I'm someone's mom. I'm your mom, and you're watching this.
So if you were somebody's mom, you will behave like a mom and set your ass in the back. You get to an age, you get to a time of responsibility where you don't react like that. And I'm going to tell y'all, I understand Tiffany behavior because I used to be a fighter. I used to bust ass. I am 40. I don't have that in me to be fighting and doing that type of shit because I'm mature and I know that's not the life. I understand coming from a rough place, but when you make it somewhere, you don't behave and then you behave like a fucking animal and then act like you the fucking victim. You bolted down from your fucking seat, almost flipped over the damn desk to go bust Jedediah in the head. You done pushed your ex-boyfriend to the fucking side and just was acting like a whole animal. You're here saying this bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Thank you. I gotta put my glasses on because this bitch is delusional. She making me so mad that I used the word 4 times and I retired the word. I said, God, forgive me for calling my fellow sister. Just keep saying it. Just keep saying it. It was just digging and I'm like, I'm wrong. But today, she made me say it. She made me say it again. Now make me lose my cheese and fucking bread. Let's finish listening to her. 5 more minutes, Lord. Just give me the mental capacity to deal with this fucking check casher, non-pleaser, fucking destiny stealer. I think she stole people's destiny. That's how she got into this place, all witchy ass. You got 2 positions. One person died and one person got sick. Fucking Geechee witch. I'm going to move forward. That's my opinion.
Or your daughter.
I know witches. And y'all think that witches don't look regular like this or wear Fendi or Dior. Yeah, this is how a regular witch look, like her.
And you're watching this. How would you feel or react? How would you want people to treat them? And that's your answer. So whatever your answer is for that, then that's how you should be responding for me. So it just hurts my heart because sometimes it's your own people. And then you get people that come on these lives and like, really? Like, stop. Get off my live. I keep telling people that. Why do you follow me? If you don't like somebody, why do you follow them? I don't go pay nobody no.
We follow you, and I have to hide and use my other page, which don't find me. Damn, I'm putting up my shit. Because you're in a position that affects a lot of people. You're a fucking gaslighter. You lie. So we have to counteract the lies. If you was telling the truth, Tiffany, I would have to be like, yo, Tiffany telling the truth. I just said, yo, we about to look at this tax thing. Oh my God. This girl may be telling the truth, but everything you say, 99.9% is a fucking lie and gaslighting. This is rare that I can say, oh, she baby, check your motherfucking taxes. Oh, we're going to do the shit. But we're watching you, stalking you just for the time till you get your funky ass out of the seats. And we won't never look at your fucking ass. You're not that fucking important or entertaining. Let's get that. But thank you for all the content. Thank you for allowing me, myself, to help teach people about law based on the numerous fucking lawsuits that you have. You did a whole lot for us. Thank you. Yes, she should be honored for Black history. She did a lot. She got us back into motherfucking law. She got Black people liking law, case, trying to figure out how to beat corrupt ass people like her. Good job, Tiffany. Yep, you did your fucking job. Good job. Let's finish. I keep saying it, but she keep getting me mad. She's getting me pissed.
Attention that I don't care for. I promise you I don't. It's called Get a Life, and you should too. So figure that out and stop following minds. And if y'all put that same energy, I always say this, into your man, your wife, your kids, your career, y'all will be okay. All the energy you put into me, just to watch me because you make money off me, put it into something that's useful to help you grow in your life. Trust me, you will be a lot further, but you guys just come with the drama like, man, for real. Life is short. Like, stop with that. That's like that. So I just want to point all this stuff out about today so you heard it from me. I got a big announcement tomorrow that I'm going to make. I was supposed to do it this evening, but then all this chaos happened. So they pushed me out to one day.
What chaos? No chaos happened. Everybody was just calm as hell. My whole broadcast was calm. I didn't drop no bitches. I didn't drop nothing till I saw your face. Till we saw your face, and everybody was like, "What the fuck?" Dun 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 dun. You are the chaos emerald. You are the point of inflection here. Everything was just fucking smooth.
But it's okay. So tomorrow I will talk about some corruption. Since the news won't tell you, I guess I'll make sure that I put it out there so that you hear it from me. Because unfortunately, it's a lot of stuff going on in the village of Dolton. That entire board is corrupt. I've been saying this since day one. So I will be putting it out with receipts. How about that? So you'll have that, but also know that I'm gonna give it to the proper authorities as well. But I will announce that tomorrow because I didn't want to mix it with this one.
We've been waiting all this fucking time for some proof. If you had something for the authorities, you should have been did it not 2 months before the election, bitch. What are you doing? Oh, I use the word again. Musa, you are a lady. You are a lady. Respond, don't react. Respond, don't react. If ma'am, Tiffany, ma'am, I'm trying to be respectful. If you had any receipts, why do you keep talking about it not showing? Oh, I was going to show them yesterday. Or I was going to show them today. Or we're just going to wait because they done burned the fucking mess. So, we can't show it today. Bitch, you are the mess. Oh, my God. I'm going to have a curse jar right here. She making me lose all my holiness. Yeah. She do. Thank you. Please, because y'all saw I've been doing really good. And everything just to the left right now. It's like I'm losing my freaking holiness for this broad. I can't even get through the 5 minutes.
And I want this to be strictly about what happened today at this meeting. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody in passing, and everybody go out and vote for your super mayor. Make sure you punch 1 to win again for Dolton. I am on the ballot. I just want to make sure that me and my team is on the ballot. I don't know if somebody on here got our palm card, but I will put it up in the comments. And also, I've been sending out text blasts, email blasts, just so people know you can early vote and get out the way. You don't have to wait until February 25th to actually vote. It's important you do that, whether you're in Dolton, because I'm up. And then also remember Calumet City and Riverdale. Make sure you support Michael Smith for trustee over in Riverdale. And then also JR and his ticket over in Calumet City. Great people, good people that really care about government, and people that's really going to show people the way. So I just want people to know what it is. That's really it for me. See, I told you I was gonna be quick today. I wasn't gonna be long. Make sure you love on each other, and make sure you always give hearts. Okay, because I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Share the video.
You said don't share your shit.
Tell somebody else, let somebody else know. But I got a lot to say. Tomorrow I will be discussing Dolton, and I will go live. I will pick a time. But if it's snowing, y'all know I'm gonna be in them streets. If it's snowing, I got to help and save my residents, my seniors. It said that people actually put things out saying that they didn't want us to shovel the senior snow. And that's how petty those trustees is over there. Like, stop, y'all, stop. Like, that's what I do. I take care of the people. And remember, it's a program that I made up. It's because I know that seniors don't have a way to handle anything. And some of them, like I said, live here and they kids or their family don't live in this state, live in another state. So our job as a village is to help one another. Remember, the village supposed to raise the kids. That's how they go. So I just want to make sure that people stay tuned to that because I got some great stuff coming for you. But do your research on me. I love this one lady, Miss Helen. I love you, girl. I see you been putting all
right, that's enough, y'all. That is enough. We will listen for her update. She has got me all out my spirit and my alignment, knowing all the stuff I've been through, and I was just trying to be cool. And the whole thing was good before this showed up. Thank you. I am that one. We were good. Then she showed up. Boom. Chaos. Fucking chaos. Yeah. Roach. Fucking roach. All right, we've been live for 2.5 hours. You already know what we're going to do. We're going to break this live up. We're going to break it into 4 sections because this last section with her, it got to stand by itself because she pissed me off. Okay, I'm just going, But we do going to break this down into 4 parts. You're going to get to listen to the vet towing update. You're going to be able to listen to the Big Woody's barbecue update. And at the end of those videos, we're going to have the original read so y'all can go and see the whole thing and what I said and where we're at right now. Then we're going to just show what happened at the trustees meeting today. If you don't know, let's just verify everything because we're going to put it all in a comprehensive live. You know, things be kind of broken up. Here go the official agenda. But you know what we do. When we rewatch it, it'd be a whole nother light. So here we go. This was on the agenda today, what they were supposed to address, the shit that Tiffany Henyard said that they didn't, which I understand. Now, they still didn't totally approve the general funds and assistant funds. I think they are maybe waiting to get it reviewed a little bit more by the residents or themselves. I'm not sure, but it wasn't approved yet. Okay, and it still needed to be some time, or they may be waiting for the new administration so this broad don't get no chance to do shit. Old business, the budget, as they talked about. Tiffany talked stuff. The approval of the bonuses for all Thornton Township employees. I believe that they put this on the agenda to let the people know that they are looking at this and they're not disregarding it. But these are things that need to be looked at in detail. They even talked about approving the supervisor 100% property tax relief fund. That is not special to Tiffany Henyard. We all know that Frank Zuccarelli been doing that for years, but I would assume that they need to revisit what, like steps that has to be taken for it to be approved properly, what amount of money people are going to get. Maybe they need to look at it in more detail, especially since the program haven't been used in the last 3 years, because Tiffany just want to do it at the last minute to allegedly get some votes and make you think that she brung that shit up. Now, new businesses, even the resident who love all the activities with her shave, bald head in the back, talking about, listen, I love the activities, but y'all gonna have to look at this damn budget. And she didn't mention $5,000 per event. So this seems like she's not comfortable with that, as well as the trustees. They did not approve it yet. They need to look at this in more detail. The budget need to be approved. And it makes sense. So Tiffany used that for a chance to say shots fired, which was weak as all hell. Weak as all hell. But where she did catch a motherfucker slipping was with that damn tax increase. GRACLEVI couldn't say nothing because I got quiet in my head. I'm going to be honest. I got real quiet when I read $5,000 levy for one account, $5 million for one account, and $7 million for the next account. While we were looking at the video, I kind of pulled up some stuff, but I'm not going to do that right now because we're 2.5 hours in. On our next live, we're going to compare the tax amount for the last couple of years. We're going to pull them in different increments. But I remembered off the top of my head that it was a levy about $9 million or so. And it's been consistent. And it sounds, I'm thinking it was for Thornton. But if I'm wrong, it's for Dolton. But some way, somehow, y'all may be getting a tax increase. This broad may not be lying. We're going to have to figure this out. Real is real. So we're going to be looking at that in later broadcasts. I want to say Clean Roach out 2024. Shout out to I'm That One. I want to say thank you so much for being here. Y'all let me know if you would like to be a moderator. If honestly, I haven't had a lot of moderators because people have negative intentions for some apparent reason. Y'all already saw I had to shut some shit down. I will always shut it down. Please respect this platform right here. This is a family. The people who are here, they fucks with me and I fucks with y'all. We don't need to have nobody else shouted out here unless we're talking about that particular content creator. What they do is bring their goons over here and say a person's name and people go flying off because these content creators are bigger than me, which is stupid because if you're bigger than me and you're doing better than me, why do you send people over here? So that's telling you that GRACLEVI is doing her motherfucking thing and the Holy Spirit is carrying this platform who has been tried to, basically be suppressed by content creators and officials in Dolton theirself. So y'all need to think about this. Why are they doing that to the Miss Tupac of these YouTube streets? You know why? Because I'm going to keep that shit real every motherfucking time. So I am that. I want to make you a moderator because I appreciate you. Your vibe is good. Help me out when you see some of these clowns out there acting like a motherfucking fool. But until then, I'm going to introduce you guys to one of our new theme songs. And we're going to give a shout out to one of my favorite comedians in ATL Dog. His ass be acting up. So Mr. Austin Walker, let's play his recreation. Hopefully, if I get copyright, I'm going to take it off. But let's play his recreation of Kendrick Lamar actual concert yesterday. Let's play it. He the shit. You got to give it to these ATL. We got some damn skills out here. Check them out.
Hey, I'm back, y'all. Hey, everybody clap your hands. They not like us. I took a pocket to pocket. Hey, they not like us. I took a pocket to pay. Take it for hey. You a rapper, young whippersnapper. You ain't been through nothing. Have you ever had to leave the studio? Cause you should have got low. I got y'all in my pinky toe. Hey, did you hear what I said? I took a pocket to pocket. I got y'all in my pinky toe. You a rapper, young whippersnapper. You can't be me.
Leader, they want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet. The mayor, not the trustees that don't do nothing, that only run their mouth. Y'all don't
hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
Yeah, スライドする。お前の地元にスライドする。スライドする。
Imagine if my small business blew up overnight and I woke up to some sales. Boost this video so people who like my products